Let it begin!
Remember, you violated the NAMP.
Guys, there's a fucking rabbit in here and she's gonna fucking kill me! Send help! Ah! Ah! Ah!
I don't know what you expected, man.
I'm very glad I double checked your volume levels before going live, because I was like, Laura can sometimes peak the mic. I'm gonna turn down the Discord volume just slightly today.
Perchance.
You were right before you know how, like, OBS has the gradient from green, yellow, red?
Yeah.
You just very, 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 very came, like, within an ilm of tapping that red space.
Ah!
Holy shit. Welcome on in, everybody. Hi! Water. Thank you for the hydrate, Murdoch. But welcome on in.
Water.
Water. Sorry, I don't got water. I got Brondo. But welcome on in. You're gonna die. I'm fine. I'm fine. Welcome on in. Who's out in chat? I see Peachy, Haley, Satirical. Fuck. I'm dead.
You said you could handle it.
I died. Blows you up, blows you up, blows you up, blows you up. We got Raijin with a resub for 1 month at tier 3 and they've been sub for 58 months. That's almost a year, buddy. Dax!
It's almost a year.
Gecko, Mr. Big Stuff, and Murdoch. Welcome on in. Hi, everybody. It's time for another session of Fallen Confessions. And today, I got the one, the only, the lovely, the best teacher I have whenever it comes to FromSoft games, and probably the most patient person with me when it comes to FromSoft games. Fiery Lara.
Hello.
Hi, fucking Lara, like we haven't been sitting in a call for the last, I don't know, 20 some odd minutes, 30 some odd minutes. How's it going? Are you excited? Are you ready? Are you ready to confess?
Yig.
Good.
Yig.
So, I do want to preface something, chat. Do you know what's something great? Why I'm excited? Not just because I'm getting to hang out and ask questions of one of, honestly, the dearest and nearest people to me that I've gotten to meet through VTubing. But, how do I phrase this? I'm gonna say this nicely. So, I send all my questions.
Oh no, don't embarrass me like this.
I'm sorry.
You beat me. Dude.
A little. No, it's a good thing. I want to stress, this is a good thing. This is a good thing. So, I send all my questions to my guests beforehand. To just have them look over, pre-approve any questions, veto, that they like, veto any ones that they don't, stuff like that. And to allow them to think on their answers. Lara sent me all her answers the next night.
I gun to my head, bro. Dude, it's working!
Oh shit, hold on!
I'm so mad about this. Of course that's what the problem was.
Hold on, hold on. Okay, password is Angel1234.
Okay, what's it? Let's,
Holding?
Wait, password. Okay. Is it all lowercase?
Capital A. Capital A.
Oh, capital A. So, 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. I think I got it. Oh, wait, no, I got it. I think it worked. Did it work?
Hold!
Did it work? Yeah, it says I'm in it.
Yeah, there you are. You're there. You're there.
Hi. Hi.
Slide yourself. Let me. I should probably get rid of your fat head. Slide yourself right over there on my left.
Hi.
Hi. Hi, chat. We did it.
Yippee!
Fuck it. Where's my? Hold on. I'm on the wrong toggle thing on my fucking. There it is. Which button is it?
It has a
No,
lot of
that's the
toggles.
gun. That is the gun. Oh. Okay, hold on. Yippee!
I got the one. The gun. I'll
Do
find
not-
him.
Man,
Get
please
hurt.
put the gun down.
You get hurt.
Don't hurt me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll cry.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
I'm so happy this works.
Gecko, what the fuck do you mean do it? Gecko!
Oh my god!
No ball? What
Oh,
the
well, I can't.
fuck?
Sorry. This has to happen. So
Oh,
you
no.
have to understand. You have to understand. I can't let them think that I don't have no balls. You understand.
But you have the largest balls, I know.
I know, but I that's what I mean, bro. I got to make sure they know that.
But what if,
That's-
what if I get you strawberries?
Are they gonna be the granny candy ones?
Yeah.
Okay, chat. Sorry, he's already bribed. They've already bribed me. It's too late.
Yay, capitalism!
Capitalism.
Literally looks like two plushies in a diorama. Shut the fuck!
I mean, you can't fault the. We do look like two little dolls, like in a fucking.
We do!
Like you should buy us. You should buy us.
Chat, one if you'd buy the Laura plushie, two if you'd buy the Varendell plushie.
You can only have one.
You can only have one.
Which one can you afford?
3, I'd buy you both. That is no. That get off the fence.
Enough. 2, yeah. I mean, you're asking this on your stream.
Listen, I don't know. A lot of them could say one just to fuck with me.
I'm trying to remember what my toggle. I
I can afford you both. Fuck you. I like it how it's either they're buying the both of us, or the one person saying me. Oh my gosh! All right, but yeah, we got questions, and I'm gonna ask some of Lara. Now, quick rundown of some ground rules, chat, as I do every time before I begin talking about my Fallen Confessions. As always, Fallen Confessions is a format where I bring on some guests and ask them to confess to some questions that I've sent to them in advance. Given the fact that these are questions that they, did go over and make sure that they're okay with, I have made sure to, get through that and, Laura, because I want to avoid, spoiling myself. I didn't actually read your answers. Did you veto any of the questions, or are all of them good?
No, I answered all of them.
Alright, cool. So these are questions that Lara all approved. However, I do want to note, while there may be some light ball busting, probably a little bit more than normal given the fact that me and Lara can throw shade at one another.
I'm telling you, when we get to one of those questions, it's gonna be a bloodbath, I'm telling you.
Yep. I know exactly which one you talk about. But as always, it's all meant in good fun. There's no serious bullying going on here, and while I do have the consent to throw some jabs every now and again, and maybe obviously, besides reading the room and knowing the tone, at the end of the day, we are not here to bully my audience, or not audience member, my interviewee, because at the end of the day,
we can bully the audience anytime we want.
Yeah, we can bully the audience. We're not bullying Lara too hard, because at the end of the day, her comfort comes first, such as with any guest that I bring aboard the show. And if any serious bullying does go into any of these answers, especially with some of the more serious questions, the mods know exactly what to do. My mods are not afraid to ban someone without prejudice. So, without further ado, Lara, are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright. So, let's dive into question numero uno. So, Lara. Some would call you an elf. Some would call you a rabbit. Others know you to be the daughter of 3 goddesses who bestow upon you creation magics and who are incredibly hot. Wait, no, I didn't write that part down. Let me just erase that.
They're watching this, by the way. You should watch out.
You didn't warn me about that.
Well, they always watch my shit. I always tell them where I have to report to them everywhere I go, basically, because I'm like on the clock, essentially.
Oh.
Say hi.
I'm gonna just.
Is that a
problem? No. I'm just gonna watch my tone from now on. So, speaking of your creation magics, though, what's the worst thing you actually you accidentally made while learning to use it?
So basically the whole thing is like when it happens, sometimes I don't do it on purpose. That's what I learned when I was very young. Some stuff just happened. Like I got made, like stuff just got made, and I was just like, oh, that's unfortunate. But the earliest instance I remember that happening was when I had a nightmare. And I told you a bit in the past, right, about some phobias I have and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
One of my biggest phobias, besides water, is centipedes. And I hate centipedes. I cannot stand centipedes. Any other bug, or like, I can tolerate them, just don't be in my general space. I can't even look at centipedes without almost crying. Because they make me so uncomfortable.
Question.
And I had... Yes.
Even fake centipedes, like if it was like a bug, like a little toy?
No, like fake ones aren't. I'm not that bad. Where it's like fake ones, but like if it's actual, if it's in motion, that's what gets me.
Heard.
Yeah, so that's it. So like toys are fine. But I had a nightmare about a centipede. I woke up the
Okay.
next morning, and there might have been one running around the halls. They weren't too
How
happy
big?
about that. It was pretty fucking big.
Well, here comes the big question. Did you have to go and kill it, or did you stay hidden underneath your covers the entire time?
I stayed hidden underneath my covers the entire time. Good, fucking my Justine dealt with that. Katya was very nice about it, was comforting me, and Roxanne just thought it was the funniest shit.
Roxanne, you're now
trouble for
my new favorite.
Oh no, don't tell her that. Justine's gonna get so jealous.
I like how I look over at chat. I thought you said cinnamon for a second.
But
Chat, I also heard cinnamon, by the way. I want to let you know. For
I
a
said-
split second, I was like, is Lara afraid of cinnamon?
I'm afraid of the cinnamon challenge scares me, bro.
People
No.
died doing that.
I know, and then people are crazy for doing that. You shouldn't have done that in the first place.
Nope.
Also, yeah, no, I'll be real. Like when I was playing Sekiro, I don't think there was ever I don't think there was specifically a scorpion, like a centipede boss. I know there was one.
There were a
like,
bunch of enemies with the centipede coming out the head.
Yeah, so that one didn't affect me as bad just because it was only for a moment and you killed it. So that
Mhm.
wasn't really a problem for me. But if it was the actual, like, full-blown centipede thing, that would have been a different story. I know
Right.
some people joke, too, like, what about Centipede Demon from Dark Souls? I'm like, that's not a real thing. Centipede
That-
Demon is its own thing. That doesn't even look like a centipede.
So when it comes to, like, that kind of, like, I'm gonna say arachnophobia, even though it's centipedes, just because there's no direct phobia name of centipedes, unless there is.
I'm curious, actually. We go look it up. Is
Google Foo.
there a name for a fear of centipedes?
She asked why kids love the taste of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and the answer horrified her.
Oh, there is a name for it. I just can't pronounce
What is
it. There's two names for it. I'll send them to you right now, and you can try to pronounce them, because God forbid I try anything. There's these two.
Alright, hold on, let's see if the dyslexic can do this. Scolopendrophobia, or kilopodophobia. Kilodophobia. I'm gonna go with scolopendrophobia. Kendrophobia. Scolopendrophobia. That one sounds better.
Yeah.
Hey there, everyone, is this Dark... Pyre, we're not doing Dark Souls. We beat that last week, or not last week,
Is
2
it-
weeks ago. This is Fallen
Is this Dark
Confessions.
Souls?
This is the Dark Souls of confessional booths, okay?
One of us is coming out of here alive, and it ain't gonna be me.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be me. Alright, so I kind of do want to poke the woman behind the rabbit elf goddess for a second.
Mhm.
What? I know we've talked about it a long while ago, but in a little bit more detail, like what inspired the bits that made up, who Lara is, and like everything to do with her and the goddesses, the creation magic, stuff like that. Was it like a long-term OC that you've always kind of had in the back of your mind, and it's always kind of amorphous and evolved over time? Or was it literally like, I'm gonna make a VTuber, what's a cool idea? That works, and then going that way.
So funny enough, I have been an artist since I was in elementary school. I have been creating OCs since then. My oldest, shittiest drawings I ever made were Pokemon, Mystery Dungeon comics, and Sharpie. That's how long I've been doing stuff.
Alright, but that's valid though. Mystery Dungeon's fucking fire.
That's what got me started, baby. It was awesome. But what started was Lara herself became a thing when I wanted a persona online that wasn't myself, and I kept seeing people making those and doing stuff like that. And she was just made. It was just like, why an elf? Elves. I just think elves are neat. I don't know what it was that started it, but I just made her an elf.
Mhm.
And so she was just me for the longest time. That's all she was. When I started doing VTubing, I was like, well, I already got her. I'll use her. But then I was just like, I kind of want a story too, because I noticed people do stories with their VTubers. And I'm just like, I want to do that. So I incorporated some old OCs, which was Justine, Roxanne, and Katya. They are three goddesses that reign over humanity in different aspects and like regions of it. Basically, I don't fully go into detail on it because it's one of those things where, like, I don't write stuff down, so it comes and goes basically as ideas come from.
Gotcha. It's less a hard set of like a codex of rules and lore, more of just, hey, here's the vibe of what the story intent is.
Basically. So the idea I went with is just like, well, this character is me. She creates stuff. Why not creation magic? Well, if she has creation magic, where'd she get it from? Why not some goddesses? Oh, well, I have the perfect pair right here, and the perfect trio of them. And they were just right there. And they have been OCs of mine for a long while, back in my Tumblr era days. Funny enough, Roxanne was my personal favorite. If you go back and look at my Tumblr and look at like the art that I did of the era of basically when I made these OCs, it's just nothing but Roxanne. Nothing but Roxanne. That's all I drew. I don't know what my hyperfixation was with her, but I drew her all the time. So I'm very excited for her to come back and do stuff, but also Katya, Justine, because I love their designs.
And sometimes you just have the one that you, for one reason or another, gravitate towards, right? Like, we all have different Blorbos. I have a lot of different OCs. But like D&D, I've created so many characters over the years, but there's like 4 I just keep coming back to as like, not my defaults, but just the ones that I can like slip on like a glove, you know?
Yeah, that's basically what happened with them. So like that's where it came from, was basically just a way to incorporate everything all together. And I think it's coming along pretty well. I'm very excited to show everything when it like comes, like when I start showing more stuff. So
hell yeah. I'm still something I do like, and I'm not saying that like necessarily, oh, these are definitively direct inspirations. But something I love is seeing why people make the choices they do for, like, their VTuber, because, a lot of VTubers tend to choose personas that resonate with them. At least all the good VTubers, in my opinion, do that, right?
Yeah.
And, like, well, I'm not saying these are all direct inspirations. Something I like, obviously, you like elves and also like rabbits, and obviously those are aspects of Lara. But, like, something I like is you can see some inspirations, whether intentional or not, that if you sit there and think about it for a few seconds, you're like, huh, maybe that may have played a little bit into it, because it's like 3 different goddesses that control different aspects and watch over the world and care about, the people on it. And I'm like, huh, where have I heard that before? Oh, Legend of Zelda with the 3 different goddesses that form the Triforce, and then creation magics, as we know, is kind of an important thing in Final Fantasy XIV. Like,
yep. I mean, literally, if you've seen my weapon, it's quite literally just a Pictomancer weapon.
Yep, it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. I feel a lot of people are so worried about, oh, well, I gotta be original, my ideas gotta be original.
See, that's the thing, that I've said this multiple times, right? Nothing is an original idea. Nothing is. There's, like, maybe you could take something, put a spin on it, and it becomes yours, yeah, but that it's not an original idea. Like, everyone has their own thing, but, like, you just make it custom fitted to you. Like, your stuff and everything. You can't just own a thing. Like, it's it's a whole thing of just like, oh, you can't be a snake VTuber because Vexoria does that. Or you can't be a dinosaur VTuber because Redclaw does that. You can be whatever you want to be. Just make your own twist on it. Just never actually steal somebody's actual full-on identity or idea or something like that and claim it as your own. That's something completely different.
Oh yeah, I full on agree. It's not the concept, it's always the execution. Like, flat, because, like, we have seen so many concepts done time and time again, but, like, over and over again. Like, look at how many, like, as a writer, right, something I pick up easily is, like, what kind of story and framework our story done. And if you had to go and look at how many stories are just the fucking hero's journey wheel, you'd die if you were taking a shot per every, because that's, like, 1/3 of every story ever told is that wheel. But, like, each one of them does something, at least for good representations of that, do something neat with it. And I'm glad that you follow that similar train of thought and just are doing your own thing, and doing it fucking fantastically, my ad.
I'm very glad. I love my characters. I think they're, at least creatively, like, design-wise, I do like them. I can make them a bit better, but You have to thank Minerva for my update on my 2.0 design, though, because she's the one who because before Lara was kind of plain basic, and that's understandable. She was made when I was in middle school, and I just never updated her because it was just that whole sentimentality of just like, well, this is just who she is. But Min was just like, well, if you're gonna be a VTuber, you kind of need to like stand out a little bit, and that's understandable. You kind of want to like pop on screen and stuff like that. And I love her redesign. She's never felt more like closer to me than anything. It makes me very happy, very happy.
It does.
Also, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I'm sorry if you see my mouth opening. By the way, I saw it. I have cheese sticks, and I'm
eating cheese balls. It's fun. We are consuming the cheddar. We are rats.
It was funny. It was just funny because I just saw my mouth opening while you. It was really funny. I was like, yum 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 yum.
No, really but like, legitimately, like. No, and I get what you mean by the whole, like, VTubers need to stand out. It's why, unironically, as much as I hate this advice, there is some advice of telling someone, hey, for your VTuber design, while I'm not saying make yourself a gacha character, look at why gacha characters in hero shooters and other games of that ilk design their characters that way. I think it's, commentary from the TF2, like, dev commentary is the best example of this. If you were to sit there and take your character and just make them a silhouette, someone should be able to look at that silhouette and immediately identify your character. That is the sign of a good character design.
Yep.
Also, lady, I know I shouted you out, but hi, I see you, I point at you.
Hi, lady.
Chat, go follow lady. But yeah, no, I'm glad that you've been able to bring it out and kind of make it your own. Trust me, I also feel you on that, because Verandel went through a lot of design iterations. So remind me later, I'll need to go digging for it. But believe it or not, Verandel's original idea came from an OC I made on Gaia Online.
Oh, you told me about. No, I saw this. I think you showed me.
Did I send you it? With the bloody horns and everything?
I remember this.
Yeah, that doofus became this doofus.
I remember you told me about that. I remember that specifically. Because I was talking about my redesign for Lara, and you were just like, well, yeah, check out the... Because, like, and the reason why I also joke fun at you, right, is because you went from, like, you had your Fallen Angel, and then you went to the Buddy for a while. Dude, I couldn't even make you fan art in time for you swapped.
Listen, it's as I kind of confessed myself... When Reyna asked me on stream, because Reyna's like, I have a question, and asked about that rabbit. Like, bro, don't get me wrong, I love that rabbit, I love the design, I love the OC, but that wasn't, like, me, you know?
Yeah, no, I completely understand. It was just really funny. Because I remember I was like, oh, yay, Buddy! I got like line art of doodles done, and then I never finished because I got busy. And then the next thing I knew, you were already showing me updates on the new Fallen Angel. I'm just like, that's awesome! Wait, the art I did is redundant now.
Now I feel bad though. You're
no,
drawing the right.
Don't feel
now
bad.
I feel
It was literally.
bad.
It was no. You're fine. It was literally like just little chibi doodles. Like it was to celebrate you, like coming and doing that. So it's fine. Like no, you're totally fine.
Now that being said, funny enough, speaking of the rabbit, one of my favorite pieces of art that I still have of that rabbit is the thing I commissioned Koj of Lara and Rabbit V. Hold on, I got it right here.
Yeah, I love that one. I still have that. Oh, excuse me. I still have that one saved.
Hell yeah.
It's really good. I remember that was like one of the like not one of the first, but like well, I guess it was technically one of the first pieces you got done when you were announcing it. I really liked it.
Your models are really cute. Thank you. How are you doing?
They were
Shark?
made by the same. They were made by the same person.
They were. I'm kind of mad. I wish I got when they were doing the like less chibi models. I wish I nabbed one of those.
Hey V, you wanna know something?
Yeah.
I got one.
I'm very well aware, bitch. You showed me. Fuck you. I grab you and I shake you.
Wait, dude. They have other ones open right now. They're like Gremlin ones. Wait.
Yeah, I saw the Gremlin ones. I debated it, but like...
They're super cheap.
They are. I debate it, but I'm like, I don't know whether or not I'm gonna use that over the normal chibi I have already. I'm mulling on it. I'm chewing on the idea.
Don't wait too long because you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna be
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna go on by, and then I'm gonna miss it. And I'm gonna fucking cry.
Cause they're the ones they do that because they do it for like a special thing to like maybe save up money or something. And once it's done, they're done. They don't do it again.
Yeah.
Because they haven't opened up models like these in a while.
No, they have not. I have noticed that they've been they haven't been open for commissions in kind of a long while.
Oh no,
So-
they've been opening commissions.
Well, opening model commissions specifically.
Model commissions.
But they've been doing a lot of art.
They probably got burnt out on it real quick because they probably it's quicker to do the other stuff than this.
The less of a pain in the ass. Like their turnaround time for the other models, absolutely bonkers, insane.
Yeah. By the way, I got mine in like 2 days. Yeah. Like this
What
model
the
that
fuck? You got that in 2 days? I figured that was gonna be like a week.
Nope, it was 2 days. Literally 2 days.
That's
maybe 3.
insane.
Maybe 3. It's because they were so nice to me, and they're like, yeah, Laura, we love working with you. We love your design. We're gonna get this out of like. Let me go check my DMs with them. Actually, I can tell you like exactly when this shit got done. Like, I have the DMs on VGen.
Hit me.
Let's see. Yeah, they changed. I have to scroll up a little bit because it like this was like a while back. Let's see. Oh no, it's probably not there. No, they might have went away because I'm just like, oh no.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a minute, so I probably deleted the like old messages, but like I could probably check when it like got completed. I could probably check that because the show.
They may have left a good review.
Mm-hmm. Where the fuck
Shout out to
is-
review site or commission sites, by the way, that allow the commissioners to also review their clients so that people can know, hey, this client is a cunt, is an asshole. Be careful. Because people should not be mistreated by artists.
Nope.
God.
Yeah, I think. Oh my god, yeah, because it says they started in January. It doesn't say the day, but the final delivery was on the 4th. So
it could have been anywhere between. If you put it in on the 1st, that means that they got it to you in 4 days, and that's still for a model. That's insane.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It was crazy how quickly they got it done. Because like I wish I could see when I actually like first submitted it. Like damn.
And chat, if you want to see this model, hey, guess what? Lara is
Oh!
going to be doing big things soon. You should go.
Oh my god.
Go follow her.
I see it. So I'm sorry. I know you're promoting me. I see it. No, yeah, no. Literally, it says as of January. It said January. I swear to God, I think it was just 2 days. I think it was 2 days because it says January 3rd was when that thing happened, and they got it to me on the 4th. So it might have been like slightly after, or it was just like
That's
going
nuts.
into the 4th or 5th. That's insane.
Hi, wife. Hey, Dorcas. Hey, chat. Hi, Paige.
Hi, Paige.
Lara, I can't believe you went and married Paige after we got divorced. Yo, anyone who's subbed, can we get some barren divorces in chat?
You said I'd marry you, dog. I see you more as like an annoying sibling. No, that wasn't towards you, Paige. No, it's peeking at the idea.
No, remember? It was like half a year, or not, it was almost a year ago at this point, when I was going on my divorced dadcore arc, and I was like, well, I need to have divorced someone, and then I had chat vote, and they tied the vote between you and Sky, so I divorced you and Sky.
Oh, I remember this! Oh my god, that was so long ago, dude.
I know, right?
I don't remember. I legitimately don't remember that. That's so funny.
Fucking literally one of my favorite bits, because it led to the divorced dad rock arc. My god, the double divorce. I know, right?
Yeah, we didn't want them anyway. It's fine.
The fuck you just say to me?
Oh.
Chat, she doesn't know that I locked the door to the confessional booth.
Oh, wrong one. Just I keep reading the wrong one. What do you mean you locked the door?
But you can't get out of here until you confess all your sins, Laura.
Well, can we hurry up then? I gotta pee.
Alright. Well, on to the next question then.
Okay.
So, speaking of your moms,
Yeah.
you probably lived with them when you were a child. And do you know what childs are? Children are
Demons.
evil.
Yep.
Correct. What's the most evil thing you've done as a child?
Funny enough, I actually was a pretty good kid. I'm not fucking.
If I had a shot for, I'm gonna not ask that question anymore. Most of my guests say I was a pretty good kid.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because like literally, like so for like genuinely, like when I saw that question, I was legitimately thinking on it. Because here's my thing: I don't have really good memory of like when I was younger, like so I try to think of what I can think of.
That's fair.
I can't think of anything because I was like that shy, introverted girl that didn't really talk to anybody. I hung around my parents, I hung around family and stuff like that. I didn't make any trouble. I got bullied at school because I was quiet. So it's like I can't really do anything crazy. I was just a little guy. Like the only thing I remember was maybe I said a dirty word and had to get soap in my mouth. That's about it.
Oh my god, you've actually gotten the soap in your mouth?
Oh yes. Oh, many times, several times.
Laura, why the fuck were you swearing so much as a kid?
I was just repeating stuff people said.
That's valid.
I didn't understand what it was, so I would be like, shit, and they'd be like, oh, and then they'd grab me.
I'm trying.
They fucking they grab me like the wrong one. Wait, where's the fucking?
You're getting. Oh, that one.
Yeah. They're just like, come here, you little shit. Stop talking. Oh no, I said it again. I'm gonna get soap in my mouth. I remember at some point they were just like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just reading chat. Laura and I have a kind. Good to find someone who also didn't have an eventful childhood. Keep on. She said that she was a good child, not a uneventful child. There probably shit happened.
Oh, stuff happened. Like I still remember back in the day where like it wasn't my fault, but it was my brother's fault. We were this shows how good of a kid I was. We were playing with like one of those big exercise balls that adults have. You know what I mean? Like the bouncy ones,
the
like,
medicine balls.
Do, like, yeah. So my grandma had one, and they never used it. They were just sitting there. Some dumb kids. They're just like free ball. So we did the thing of like you're like, oh, here's my big round belly, and we were just bouncing to each other with it. There's like just like tummy bounces and stuff like that. It was normal. And then eventually it was me and my brother doing it. And at one point where people were starting to come into the house and they said, okay, you two stop doing that now because people are coming in and we don't want anybody getting hurt with it. I'm like, okay, because I was told to stop and I stopped. My brother though was like, little does she know. And so he wanted to do one more on me, but I assumed we were done. I slowly turn around and he's rushing me for one final punch with the belly thing, sends me flying because of how strong he is, and I go flying backwards, and I go to do the thing where like I put my hands behind me to try to catch myself because I thought I was gonna push into the door, like the front door, because of how close I was. The carpet thought otherwise, or the front door mat that was in front of the door, and I slip, and I go to the floor instead, and I sat on my arm, and I broke my wrist.
I knew that where this was going, and I still hate it.
So thankfully it wasn't a break, it was like a fracture, like in my wrist. I still had to wear a cast. And it sucked. And it was, I still remember, bro. I was laying down screaming in pain, and I was in so much agony. My grandpa thought I was faking it, and he goes like, oh, stop crying, and he grabs my wrist, and I scream. He goes, oh, okay, wait a minute.
Okay.
Something's wrong.
She's not lying.
He's not so I had to go to the and the worst part was, right, this is when I was younger and I still am an artist, like I still wasn't like still I think it was like elementary or middle school, I don't remember. I broke my right arm. I couldn't do anything, and it was summer vacation, so my entire summer vacation got ruined.
How'd you break your right arm on that instance?
No, that's what happened. It was like
that same one. Sorry, I thought you were bringing up another time that you did that.
No. This was the I've not broken any other bones, thankfully. That was just the only other time.
Right.
But yeah, that was the instance of it happening. My right arm got fractured. It was summer vacation. I couldn't do my usual stuff that I did, and my summer vacation got ruined. But my brother had to do whatever I wanted, so that was he was in trouble. He was in big trouble.
Fair. He broke your arm.
Yeah, and so we never touched that ball. I got scared of that ball. I never touched it again. But
Holy
see, that's what I
shit.
mean by my life wasn't uneventful, but the things that happened to me were not my fault.
Yeah, you just had unfortunate circumstances be thrusted upon you.
Oh, yeah, honestly, yeah.
D-
That's the story of my life, bro.
My favorite novel, a series of unfortunate events
Featuring Lara.
featuring Lara. Yeah,
Lara.
thankfully I've never broken a bone. I still don't know what that like feels like because it's never happened. The closest.
Yeah, so like,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
No,
I was
interject, please.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, so technically mine wasn't broken, it was a fracture. Thankfully it wasn't like a fully broken bone. It was just like, they were just like, oh, it's a small fracture, we're gonna have to put it in a caster. So I don't know what the experience of fully breaking a bone is. I would just say it does. Even if a fracture hurt me that much, I don't even want to imagine what a fully broken bone feels like. Oh my god.
Ugh. The closest I ever came was I was 6 years old. I don't know the full story. I've just been told it happened. Multiple people have stated that I tripped, but like as a 4-year-old, I tripped down my grandparents' staircase and busted open my top lip, and for the longest time, I had a giant scar on the inside of my mouth.
Oh, funny enough, actually, like there was another instance of something happening to me that I'm also lucky that something didn't get broke.
Okay.
So I'm very southern, if that wasn't obvious by a lot of my stuff.
No, No.
No. But my family loves riding four-wheelers. That was like, I remember when we were younger, we had like these giant four-wheelers and then like smaller ones that the kids would ride and stuff like that. And I typically, as a kid, rode the smaller one because it was more manageable to drive and everything like that. But as I got older, I was like, I want to drive the big one. And when I say big, compared to the fully grown adults, these things were big. So me as a kid, and they were just like, haha, yeah, sure, go ahead. So one day when it was snowing, we got the four-wheelers out, and I was like, I want to drive the big one. And they're like, okay. I don't know how old I was, but I know I was old enough to like know how to drive this thing, and they had full trust in me because I had driven the smaller ones before and stuff like that. Well, I was driving, and I was turning around this broken stump that was outside my house because we like to do like little wheelies around it and stuff like that, or like just do circles around it. I turned a little bit too quickly, and I turn and I like start like careening and stuff like that, and then I fall off the four-wheeler. That didn't hurt me because there was snow beneath me. That was totally fine. The thing that scared me though was the four-wheeler turned and ran over my leg.
Ah!
And so I get up, my family sees that happen. They're like, oh my god! And so they rush over to me, and they're like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I get up, there's just a tire mark on my leg. I'm fine. It was pretty funny.
What the fuck?
I walked out with a tire mark on my leg. It wasn't apparently like, I don't know what happened. I think the weight was distributed like as it was turning, so like only a partial amount of it got on my leg. It didn't hurt me. Nothing hurt. I just had a tire mark on my leg.
It probably also did not stay on long enough to actually like hurt, because the human body is actually really good at bending. So it probably just didn't stay long enough to bend it for long enough for something to break, you know?
Yeah, it didn't fully stop on me. And like I said, it rolled past me. So it's just like, I felt it go off of me. My family freaked out though. They were just like, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine.
Christ.
It was funny
Holy
though.
shit.
But yeah, that was my own stupidity because I just turned slightly too fast. But that was just a kid just getting too excited on a four-wheeler.
Hey, that happens. Like, literally, it's hard to stop, even if you have the most well-behaved kid, they are still a kid, right? And at one point, they're gonna want to be like, yo, I'm doing the kid thing, and being a kid. Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
God. You good?
Yeah.
Alright, I heard the gasp. Alright, I'm gonna move on to the next.
That was me burping. It just came out weird like a gas.
So in that case, I'm gonna move on to the next question quickly then. Man, this is gonna be topical given the conversation we had right before we, went live.
All right.
Yeah. Chat, you might
not
hear
gonna
some
talk about that,
complaints.
No,
We're
I'm not gonna talk
We're
about
not
that.
gonna talk about that. Fair enough.
Yeah,
But let's
that's
talk
something
about...
something else entirely. So
That's fine. So, I do have to talk. We talk about your inspirations, and obviously one big, whether intentional or not, one inspiration for a lot of the design of Lara was probably Final Fantasy XIV. A game that you are very rational and normal and a completely sane person about, and not at all crazy. As
I have 9,000 hours in the game.
I was literally going to go pull up how many hours, and you self-reported yourself. I appreciate that. You're doing the work for me.
I already knew you were going to, just the way you were holding it out, so I was like, I might as well just get out of the fucking way, bro.
Hold on, I need to do some math. 9,000 hours in days.
Oh, God.
Laura, do you want to know how many straight days 9,000 hours is?
How much?
Quick, throw a guess before I tell you.
I'm sure it's longer than a year.
375.
It's slightly more than a year!
If you were to sit down and do nothing, not sleep, not eat, just play Final Fantasy XIV straight to catch up to your time, someone would need to sit down and just play for over a year.
That's insane. Well, because the worst part is it's not even exactly 9,000. If you want the exact number, I have 9,231.3 hours in the game.
I thought I was bad because I'm sitting at... Hold on, where am I sitting at? 4,713, which still is kind of bad.
I was gonna say, that's even funnier because you played longer. Like, you played this game longer than I did, like, in the beginning. Like, you played longer.
Yeah, fucking flatly. I don't have as many OCs in it as you. And I only, believe it or not, I got into role-playing during Shadowbringers.
That's fair.
Alright, so, we'll get to the confession at some point, chat. What got me into role-playing in Final Fantasy XIV, was COVID happened. And then a lot of DJs were just like, hey, we can't work the clubs right now, so we're turning our plots into clubs, and we're gonna stream on Twitch, come hang out. And it was that shit that got me into Final Fantasy XIV roleplaying.
Not the DJ clubs!
What's wrong with the DJ clubs?
They're cringe! I'll say it, they're cringe!
You're cringe! What do you mean they're cringe?
They were cool! You're cringe!
They were bopping! Some of those DJs were really good!
Some! You're saying some! I've not seen any good ones!
Fuck you! Swage is one of the coolest fucking homies I've ever gotten to watch on Twitch.
I haven't seen them!
Well, you wanna know why? It's because they, for the longest time, predominantly, were on the the Primal Data Center clubbing scene.
Oh,
and you are stinky and over on Crystal, because people on Crystal are stinky.
They are stinky. That's
not even defending them!
No, nah, I could never defend people on Crystal. Nah. I'm on Crystal and I don't defend those Crystal motherfuckers.
The interactions I've had with the Mateus crowd isn't too bad.
Mateus is not bad, it's Balmung. Well, the problem, here's the thing, right? Oh, here's the thing, right? Sometimes it's not even just the Balmung people, it's the tourists come to Balmung to make it bad. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah. It's because they hear, oh, hey, Balmung is, Goldshire on Moonguard, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, because of it having that reputation, people go there with that expectation, and it feeds into itself.
Mm-hmm. Basically.
Anyway, the confession. So, besides role-playing, do you know what's another thing, chat, that, you can do in Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn Online, Dawntrail TM? It's a little activity known as Savage Raiding, which is some of the hardest content that is possible in the game, where you and 7 other idiots go and fight the hard version of the current tier of raid bosses until they fucking die. Lara here is probably one of the best Savage Raiders I know.
That's too much of the thing for me. I'm not even that good. I've only done a couple Savage tiers.
Yeah, I can tell you right now, you're already better than most Savage Raiders I personally know.
Well, I'm glad to know that, because like the only thing I'll toot my own horn about is that I have done not every tier. I've done every type of job you can for a Savage tier. So like
yeah.
I tanked one, I healed one, I melee DPS'd, I caster DPS'd. I don't think I've done Machinist. I did like a test run in Shadowbringers, but I don't really count that one just because we were just like, it was practicing basically. That's where I first started. So I guess kind of.
Mm-hmm. Oddly enough, same here. The only thing I haven't done is healing, and based on something we're going to talk about later, you could probably guess why you'd never want me as a healer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the confession. Even though you are a fantastic Savage Raider, obviously, we can't always be firing on all cylinders. Sometimes, we might be a little oopid, and we might make a little mistakey. What is the absolute worst mess up you've ever had in Final Fantasy XIV during your time as Savage Raiding?
So my thing is that usually when fuck-ups happen, I don't think I've ever had a catastrophic one that I would say is like the worst. There's been a lot of mess-ups, but nothing that like is like I would recall as that. But I do think the funniest instance of it happening was during Pandemonium when I was tanking. And the problem I had was that I never finished the first tier of Pandemonium because when I was tanking, I had the worst internet known to man. It sucked. I would lag every time we raided. They dealt with me for so long, but we made it to P4. But the problem was Phoenix took us so long. We just didn't have time to complete the tier in time, so we just didn't. But the worst thing I remember was during Eric Tonios. You remember the bastard with the chains and everything like that.
Yep.
There was multiple gags. I think there was a recording of it actually that my friend Maury got when we were playing. The problem tanking Eric Tonios was there was a tank swap. That's not good if you're lagging.
Nope.
So there was an instance that happened where the main tank has to be in front of Eric Tonios and the off tank was with the party. Once the tank buster goes out, you want to move out, shirk, like would go off to like provoke to get it back, and then the tank buster would go to you. That's a massive explosion. And so you have to take it away from the party. I lagged so infinitely bad that on my screen it was fine. I was in my team when the tank buster went off. So my provoke went off, but my movement didn't. And I nuked my entire party. And then the next thing they see is little Minda running off to the side. And my co-tank is like, I got you, Minda. And then the next thing you know, I get pushed into the wall. It looked like I got pushed into the wall. And they go, Minda! And they just all start laughing. I think it was the funniest thing. Like, it was, oh my god, it was so funny.
For context, chat, just so that you can help visualize it, for those that might not know Lara and her love of Minda, her main character, it goes to our DMs. I'm gonna go find an image of her. It's not gonna take me
I can
long.
send one right now. I can send you one right now.
Yeah, I'm very well aware that you can very easily send one right now. You could send 20 right now.
Yeah.
Let's see who will win. Alright, I got an image up.
Fuck, I was gonna send a really good one I took recently. Fuck.
You can send that! I'll show that one too. I'll show your Blorbo. It's fine.
Okay.
But, here's Lara. Hold on, let me uncrop it like that. Here's Lara's Final Fantasy character. She's 100% normal and rational and not deranged. Look, here's another one.
I'm really proud of that outfit. I'm proud of that one too!
God. She's really adorable.
She's so good.
Puntable. Satirical. I'm gonna warn you right now. You say that about Minda, you will die. Oh my god.
Don't do it. My friends can make the punt jokes. No one else can. Don't do that. Okay, I'm good.
There's the answer.
Mm.
There's your answer.
You don't get me started about that because I will go into a host spiel about it.
Homie, I used to play a Lalafell for the longest time. The amount of times I'd queue into an activity and I'd see the immediate text response Lalafell tank. That shit drove me up a fucking wall.
I would say that because I was just like, oh my god, yes, a Lalafell. I'd say it positively though, and then meanwhile there's these other fuckers.
Yeah, most of the time it was a negative. There were some that were positive. It's like I get it. I can get it, right? As someone that played a Lalafell but also has been off Lalafell for a while, I get the preconception of, oh, they're small and cute. I also, from the role player aspect, get the preconception of kind of being kind of weird around Lalafells, because, unfortunately, duh. But, like, at the end of the day, that is someone sitting behind a screen that has created a character that resonates with them. Right? And as long as...
like...
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, my whole thing about Minda is that she's a very dear character to me. I've had her... She came from WoW. Like, she was like... I've had her for years. And my thing is,
she was
Minda
a gnome, right?
She was a gnome, yes. And she does not look how she looks like as a Lalafell in game. I draw her completely different. She is supposed to be gnome shaped. That's where she started, so she is gnome shaped. But people don't see that because Lalafells have a more childlike appearance because it's a Japanese game. There's nothing I can do about that. That's just how the game is made.
I argue with that one on a little bit. Not because they don't look like children in the game. There is a little bit of childlike youth to them, because duh. But, Lalafells, right? Also, hi, Shades, welcome on in.
Hi.
Lalafells, if you've seen their concept art, they're portioned differently.
Yep.
I think that's just in part due to just the fucking polygon count and game limitations that they come off a little bit more childlike than they're supposed to, because they're supposed to be Lilliput, they're supposed to be dwarves, right?
Yeah, well, that's literally the joke too. Is that like in Shadowbringers, for I guess slight spoilers, I guess, their counterparts in the other shard are dwarves.
Dwarves.
They wear helmets. They drink heavily. They're dwarves.
They got the beards.
Called. They got the beard. They don't actually have beards, but that's why they wear the helmets, to be identified as like they never take those off. You're never supposed to take off your helmet. That's the whole thing.
Yep.
So they don't know what you actually look like.
But yeah, no, it's just I don't get the hatred, and I'm kind of tired of it. I really am.
I mean, that's why my friend Min, she was playing a Lalafell for the longest time, but she got so tired of how people treated her that she swapped to Makote.
I don't blame her.
Nope, I don't blame her either. And I love her Makote. It's such a shame that she had to switch off because of that. And I have so many other stories of friends who like swapped off Lalafells because of those reasons. Like hell, Tome showed me pictures. They swapped off Lalafell and made their main
they're
Avira
rabbit
now.
Yeah.
Yep. Because they tried going to RP venues and people would look down on them because they were a Lalafell. And it's just like, and that's also why I stopped RPing in Final Fantasy for a while, is because every time I tried role-playing on Meta, no one would approach me, no one would talk to me, they would infantilize me, it was just a mess. And so it's just like, I just stick to the rating aspect of the game, playing content and stuff like that. If I RP, I'm gonna go get on my other ults that people will actually look at, so it sucks, but I can RP Meta with friends, so.
I apologize, I wasn't aware of the context. That's fine. So here's the thing, Satirical. It's like, we know, at least I can vouch, because I definitively know you. I know that you meant that in Jessica's haha tiny cute thing. Again, every time Laura, not every time, but sometimes whenever Laura sends me photos of Minda, I just send gifs of somebody preparing mashed potatoes. Context,
so
Lalafells are called potatoes or popotos. But like, obviously I have the consent and like I get it, especially as someone who played a Lalafell for the longest fucking time. And you mean it in a harmless way, but unfortunately that is just something that happens amongst the community, right?
Yeah, and because like, and another thing is, I'm not upset at you for saying it. Because like sometimes, like I said, people just do it in jest, and that is totally fine. The problem is, I've heard the joke so many. It's like let me give an example of this, right? It's like, let's say, because this happens to me too. When you're working retail, right? And one of those customers makes a joke, and then that joke gets said by multiple different people throughout the entirety of the day. That's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally what that joke feels like. And like as funny as it is with friends and stuff, it can get very tiring just because it's the only joke you ever hear with Lalafell players. Oh, it didn't scan. Must be free. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like even at my job right now, like we have like a card reader and stuff like that, where they're like, if their finger doesn't work, I'll reach over and tap what they were tapping. They're like, man, you got the magic touch, you know? You're just like, please shut the fuck up, please. You're just not tapping it correctly. You're using your nail. You have to use your skin.
Christ.
It tires me out, bro. I hear the same thing every day, bro. It's so tiring.
I like how I look over in my DMs, by the way. Koju DM me Art of Minda.
I also sent you what he also DM'd me.
Oh, the blue... hold on, let me go pull that one up for chat.
That was a running gag with my static. They're just like, every time I died to Kefka,
So,
they would show this image.
Here's the art of Koju's Lalafell with Minda.
It's very good.
Hold on. Let me zoom enhance.
Small blue goblin ran across the room, so I opened palm, smashed it into the wall. Hashtag not in my house. It's crazy.
Question, is blue your favorite color, or is red your favorite color?
No, red is my favorite color. Funny enough, when I first made Minda, her color scheme was not blue, it was yellow.
I'm glad you swapped it to blue. I
am glad I swapped it to blue, too.
I have thoughts against the color yellow.
So the thing was, Minda and WoW, her whole color scheme was yellow because gnomes themselves go off a color scheme that was like bronze and bronze and gold and stuff like that, because it was the color of cogs and stuff like that. So I went with that color scheme for the the Minda creation I made in Final Fantasy. So I had like these light peachy colors, yellows, like dried yellows, stuff like that. But it just didn't work for me. And so I slowly pivoted towards blue just because that was her hairstyle. And now all I use is nothing but storm blue dye, because that is her color. And maybe I'll swap off to like a lighter blue to like make something look more appealing. But if you see me and ask me what dye I'm using, it's probably storm blue dye.
But I'm kind of mad that they changed dyes and I didn't see the update to that. And I'm like, oh, my inventory, it's so full of dyes. What do you mean I now have to go buy all these generic dyes?
I mean, it helps a lot, though, but the problem is, like, when it first came out, it was weird pricing, but now everything's back to normal. It's fine.
Yeah. Coach, we're actually talking about that. Tome's no longer a Lalafell.
Oh, yeah, Tome's a green bunny boy now.
Tome's a green bunny boy now. The bunny does look cute.
The bunny is cute, though. I literally told Tome, I was like, you're lucky I like bunnies.
What, you like rabbits? No. How could you? Wow.
Well, because if you want to know another story real quick, when I first played Final Fantasy XIV, because here's my thing, right? Minda I do all my content on. She wasn't my first character. Minda was an alt.
Who was the first character?
Her name was, it was Lara.
Oh.
So, when I first played the game...
What race is Lara?
Makote. But the reason why, it's not going to shock you. So I started playing Shadowbringers. The reason why I started playing was for two reasons. The Near Raid collab and Viera's. I saw that you could be a bunny person and you could have 2B stuff. And I was just like, that's awesome. I would have played that game.
Let me guess, you started with the free trial first? And because you can't be a Viera on the free trial, that's why you didn't...
Funny enough, no. I bought Shadowbringers immediately so I could play Viera. But here's the thing, right? Here's what happened. When I went to go play it, no, it wasn't even that either. They just did not have a lot of customization options. When Viera first came out, they did not have a lot.
No, they did not.
So Lara herself, the one I was basing her off of, because there's many iterations of Lara. Lara is also an OC I have in World of Warcraft. That's a character. That's not like my Sona thing. That was just like, she was supposed to be a self-insert, but then she slowly became her own OC. I just never changed the name because it's worked for so well. She was a blood elf with a particular style that I liked for her. Problem was, when I tried making her as a Viera, it just didn't vibe with me and it didn't fit her. So I was just like, damn, I can't make a Viera because I'm just like, it doesn't fit her. But then I tried the Makotes and then I saw the Y'shtola hair and I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is. And so I made Laura and she ended up having the Y'shtola. She had a ponytail for a while, but then I saw the Y'shtola hair and I bought that. But she was a Makote. And I played her for a while, got into it, started making a couple ults, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I want to make a Lalafell. They look really cute. And Minda. I think it was literally when I got to the part in Shadowbringers with the dwarves. I was like, oh, let me make Minda. Because I was like, that would be kind of cool to do. I started playing her. Next thing I know, I have an ultimate clear under my belt. I'm just like, what happened? I blacked out.
I got obsessed with potatoes. Now I'm here.
Now I'm here. But yeah, so Minda wasn't my first, like, she wasn't my first character. She was an ult, and now she's my main.
Hell yeah. I am trying to recreate my character, the original Lalafell. Like, I was able to, obviously, because I saved this appearance data, but I'm making an ult with that one and leveling it. Because I do miss it.
Oh, also, let me BRB real quick. My tummy kind of hurt. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Alright, go piss, girl.
I can actually leave the booth. Yeah, no, actually, you know what? I know you can unlock it. I'm just gonna gnaw a hole real quick. I'll be right back.
You're the fucking no! Oh, well, there's a Lara-shaped hole in the side of the booth now, everybody. Look, she needs the fiber. If she's gonna go poop, she needs the fiber. And where else is she gonna get the fiber? Chat, how we doing tonight? We doing good? We having a good time? We having a good night? Good stuff. Lady, have you played Final Fantasy XIV? If no, that's fine. You're not required. But if you have, why have we not played? I got Famta Strawberry, hell yeah. I haven't. I have a friend trying to get me into it. Lady, have you ever heard of the hit game Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn Online, Dawntrail? Now with a free trial that allows you to play up to level 80 and experience the award-winning expansion Heavensward and the award-winning expansion Stormblood and the award-winning expansion Shadowbringers for free. Ah, don't grab my face. No, stop. It's funny. Play the game. You can make a cat. You can make two different kinds of cat. You can make a more cat-based cat or just a normal cat girl kind of cat. So you can either be kawaii uwu or lioness that slays. You can be either or. You can be bees. Got your cat or your cat? Exactly. I don't think I can be any other races. I could see you playing... And this isn't just me making a furry joke. I could see you playing a Hrothgar coach. That's about it. That really memes my kimono. Blow up. Chat, have I ever showed you my character in Final Fantasy XIV? Here he is, look at this idiot. Look at this dumbass. Look at this absolute buffoon. Look at this fuckhead. Broody? No, he's in contemplation because his one brain cell's working. He's not a broodster. I'm trying to find another photo of him. The immediate next photo I have is of, me and Bean's character together. Look, we're doing a hug. We're being gay. so gay. I know. We had a wedding in game. It was really good. I liked it. Also, I have one more piece of evidence to suggest why I should play Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn on online Dawn Trail. And this is a minor spoiler, but you have no context to it, so that's fine. I'm just saying, chat. I'm just saying. The option's right there. Are you gonna tell her no? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Maybe. Fuck off. She even kisses the camera at one point. Probably. Lady, of course you would. What other funny screenshots do I have? Do I have any good screenshots? Nah, not on this one.
Okay. Oh man.
Welcome
Sorry,
back.
there's a giant hole in your
Yeah, I'm
booth
very
now,
well
but-
aware. It's very Lara shaped, isn't it weird?
Isn't that weird? I don't know how that happened. Anyway, sorry, my tummy hurt.
You're fine. Listen, you're a hot bitch. You got them hot bitch tummy problems.
I also had pizza, so it makes sense why it went right to my tummy.
Question, are you also lactose intolerant?
I am not. Maybe
Oh.
I am. I don't know.
You know you can develop that later on in your life, right?
Oh, I
Like,
hope not.
you
I
can
really like-
become lactose intolerant over the years.
Well, it never really affects me when I have like ice cream and stuff. And oh wait, you know what? I really want to know because I don't drink milk regularly, so I don't know.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fill you full of so much milk, and then we're gonna see whether or not you just shit yourself.
Science experiment, go! No, I'm gonna be like the Whipkins pet.
Alright, this is gonna be a little gross, but I need to bring it up.
Oh,
A
no.
fucking Reddit post I saw the other day that's been sending me, because it's such a philosophical question.
Yeah.
It's just titled, "You'll fart all your farts." And what the Reddit post suggests is you have the option to fart all the farts you're gonna fart in the rest of your life, all in one long continual stream. But you'll never fart again, and you'll feel, you'll never feel bloated or gassy. Do you do it?
I'm scared because who knows but here's the thing though, you're probably gonna fart a lot. So who knows how long that's gonna last, you know what I mean? Like
So Sky, because of course he would. Sky
Oh,
went through the
God,
math
yeah,
to go and math it out.
of course he fucking did. Of course he
The
did. What did he
lower average would be 3 hours. The higher would be 6.
come- Really? That's it?
That's it. So would you fart for, let's just say like 4.5 hours straight, but never have to
Yes.
fart again?
Yes. Yes, actually. Yeah, you know what? If it's that, yeah, hell yeah, dude. I'll just stay, I'll hotbox myself. I'll stay in my room, bro.
What's the intestine? Lady, it's all your future farts combined into one long fart, so it evolves. There's also fartniscience, so if you eat food which would cause you to fart, it retroactively makes the fart longer.
So you just have to like just sit there for 4 hours. Don't do anything. Just let it happen.
Starscab, the question states that you have a week to prepare.
Oh, you have a week to prepare? That's
You have a
fine.
week to prepare. My favorite answers is I had 5 different people state that they're gonna go out into the woods and just rip ass there.
You know what? That's smarter than what my idea was.
You were like, I'm just gonna hotbox myself, fuck it. Light a match!
Well, because I didn't know you said I had a week to prepare.
You have a week to prepare.
I'm gonna get that honey trip ready. I'm gonna hotbox myself in a tin.
I think my favorite response I ever got from that, because I sent it to Cherry, and Cherry says, I immediately find an elevator.
That's so messed up, bro.
We have very serious conversations here on twitch.tv/Varendale wait, no, I'm not an underscore angel. I haven't been that for years. Varendale Voidstar.
Yeah, we're supposed to be asking me questions.
I
guess that was a question.
We have now confessed about your farting.
Awesome. Pray be.
Alright. So, are you ready for the next question?
Yig.
Alright. So, Laura, you've been streaming for, what, 2 years now?
Almost 3.
Almost 3. And in that time, there have probably been some really high highs. And some really low lows. Some moments that you're very proud of, and some moments that you are kind of maybe not as proud of.
Mm-hmm.
And while it does get more normal the more you stream, it can still sometimes be a bit scary to do some things. What's the most anxious or scared you've ever felt as a streamer?
Every day. So, because I think I remember the answer I put for this one that I typed. The main thing that is funny as it is, like how I present myself online, I'm not a very sociable person. I'm not. I only am able to talk behind a screen because I know no one can see me and I don't have to make direct eye contact with you. I am not good at holding conversations, which is very bad for a streamer. I know that. I completely understand that. But as long as I have somebody to bounce somebody stuff off of, like how we're doing now, I think I do perfectly fine. But the problem is, I do still need to figure out how to do that on my own. And that is still something that I constantly struggle with, because I realize I'm just kind of just socially awkward, and I don't realize how to, like, hold conversations. Because there's some things I just don't know because of how sheltered I was. So I don't know a lot of things, or there's some things I just can't answer. So it's just like, I just get very socially anxious when I'm by myself and have to talk with chat. That's not saying, like, I'm scared of chat. I'm just scared of saying something wrong. And that's the main thing.
No, I can get that, because at the end of the day, like, not even on I don't want to get canceled kind of, you don't want to sit there and make other people feel, like, unwelcomed.
Yeah, it's like either unwelcome. Yeah, make it, like, I don't want people to feel, like, awkward, and I don't want people to feel like they're like, oh, like, they get bored quickly. I want to be entertaining. I want to, like, keep people around, but sometimes I find it hard to.
Mm-hmm. No, that 100% valid. It's because, like, I get this sometimes, and I want to know if you get it. If there's ever a moment where, like, especially if you have to lock in for something, where after, like, 15, 20, 30 seconds, just something goes off in your brain going, you haven't said anything in a bit! You are being too quiet, and people are going to be upset! Say something, streamer, be funny! Like, literally, do you ever get that?
Literally when I'm streaming art. Literally when I'm streaming art. Because that's why I like streaming art, because it motivates me to finish stuff. Like, just the other day, I finished an art, like, a reference for a character that I'm doing an event thing for. Yeah. And I want to try and stream on Monday again. I'm hoping. It depends on how plans go. But I want to stream again, because I have to finish another prompt this week. And the thing is, when I'm drawing, I even warned my chat about this. I'm like, if I don't talk, I'm sorry. It's because I'm looking at my art piece, I'm not looking at chat, and I'm not focused. I'm focused on the art, not the chat. So I literally have to warn people, like, hey, if I'm doing an art stream, just expect me either not to talk, or if I have friends over, they will be doing most of the talking, because I cannot focus and draw at the same time.
Fucking valid. That shit's hard.
Mm-hmm. And, like, sometimes it happens with Dark Souls streams, specifically. Like, if I'm locking in on a boss, I will get very quiet. And then I'm like, oh fuck, I haven't said anything.
Christ. No, I've got it. No. How do I phrase this? That, like, need to feel like you are being entertaining, regardless of whether or not you are, because, you know, there are people that like chill streams that will sit there and just enjoy watching someone do art, right?
Oh,
But,
yeah, no,
like-
I noticed that. Like, my art streams typically actually do pretty well because people are just, like, coming in to watch the art progress and just chill. And I just don't realize that because, like, it's a different turn from my usual streams because you see how my usual streams are. You should have seen my Cooking Mama stream the other day. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I
That's
was there. I came in and I was making
we're-
some jokes.
Oh, I don't know if you... Did you see the ending, though?
No, I didn't see the ending. I was there for about maybe an hour.
Oh, God, it got worse. It got
What
worse.
do you mean it got worse?
So there was a particular minigame in Cooking Mama where you have to do the right amount of filling for the food you were doing. There was two particular ones that kept fucking with me. It was like stuffed pickles, no, not pickles, stuffed peppers and wonton. And you had to circle the portions to be exact. And I was trying to go for gold on a bunch of stuff. And if you even slightly mess up one of them, you get a silver. You have to make sure all of them are filled perfectly. I kept fucking up. So I kept getting more mad. And I just kept going like, God damn it. I just kept getting more mad. Chat thought this was hilarious. They were laughing, they were joking, they were having a swell old time. I was getting so mad.
Fucking shit.
And so eventually I was just like, okay, guys, I'm getting tired. And then I was like, I'm gonna end stream soon. Then they started a hype train, so I couldn't end stream. So I had to keep going. And I kept messing it up. And then 30 minutes later, Jackie raids me with 300 people. And I'm like, I can't stop doing.
I want to be out of this game, please. No, Laura, you're here forever.
Literally, I was like, Jackie, my beloved, I know you want to play toys with me, but you fucked me. so I literally, no joke though, the minute Jackie raided into me, I tried the minigame again and I did it.
Hell yeah!
I was like, I'm free!
Let that performance anxiety give you the boost.
That's literally what happened though. So I stayed live like a bit longer, but oh my god, it was such a hectic stream. But that's what I mean, where like that's typically the quality of stream you get from me, is loud, hectic, like I'm yelling kind of thing. So when people are like, Laura's doing an art stream, you mean she's gonna finally shut the hell up?
Hey, but fucking regardless, whether you're being locked in or you're yapping away with someone that you're hanging out with, you're always a joy to fucking go and watch, homie. I do, on the topic of, like, games that you have difficulty with, or for one reason or another, has there been a game that you've always wanted to stream, but you've been afraid to stream it?
Man, that's a hard one, because there might be a few, but no, not really, because there are a lot of games I stream that, like, I personally did, because to be honest, it was Dark Souls at first, because I'm just like, I know I'm about to get backseaters in this shit, but then I'm just like, me, poor Rogo, no care. I'm gonna just play the game, bro. I've played this game longer than you. I can do whatever the hell I want. Like, maybe I'm not like super buff swag McGee who can like one-shot me at a level 1 build. Maybe I'm not that crazy, but at least I'm somebody who like knows the routes and stuff, and I know a little bit of lore. I will say though, I think recently I've been wanting to stream Monster Hunter Wilds again, but I'm so insanely rusty that I didn't want to stream that again. But I had streamed that previously, so I don't know if that one counts.
Gotcha. I haven't gone back to Wilds in a long while.
It's pretty good. I picked it up. It's same old. Like, I haven't checked out the hub. So I stopped playing when the hub area literally got announced. Because I got burnt out on the beginning of the game, and so I stopped playing it. I also ran out of space on my PC, so which I finally had space for it now, so I reinstalled it. And I also I want to do the Omega fight so bad, but apparently his fight is so hard that even the base one, because there's our Savage version too, but the base version is so hard you need to like have like really good gear for him because he's really hard.
I'm not immature. I'm not a 12-year-old.
You are those to say it. You are those to say it.
G-Lar, how do you know he's hard or not?
I don't want to fuck Omega, I want to fuck Alexander. Get it right.
Yo, but real though! Real!
I
Omega's a pass, but Alexander is a fucking swipe right.
Perfect, Alexander! Please call me! Please!
Please! Listen! He got the wings. And I might be hold on, I need to pull up Perfect Alexander for chat.
Did you know somebody made a mod to give him a giant...
Pinor?
Yeah.
That does not surprise me.
It does not surprise me either.
I can already see it, especially with this post.
There was something actually funny I learned about Perfect Alexander. I want you, Perfect Alexander. Call me, Pookie. Call me. Because they can't see me. Call me. Call
Fucking
me.
as you were.
Call me. But yeah, so the funny thing I learned about Perfect Alexander was when it first, I didn't know this actually, because it was like, so the thing about Final Fantasy is like, it doesn't have a lot of data mining because they show a lot of stuff beforehand, but if something's interesting, people will try to data mine it.
Of course.
It just happens. Like with the recent stuff, how people have already, like, well, they announced it at FanFest, but the recent update, people were able to already data mine that the outfits for Final Fantasy VII are already in the game, because that's coming like in October, I think.
I did not hear about this. What?
Wait, you didn't see that? So
No.
okay.
Hold.
Oh, I'm so fucking sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. Can I tell you, or do you don't want spoilers? Because it's got.
Go ahead. I know now.
Okay. So like a week ago, Berlin happened. The FanFest in Berlin.
Yeah, FanFest in Berlin.
Yeah, and they announced stuff that was happening. Did you not see what the next raid series at Evercold is going to be?
No, so here's the thing. I haven't actually checked out I missed that last FanFest because I was so busy that week. I have not gotten to watch through all of it yet. I know about the new job we're getting.
I put my hand on your shoulder. It's Final Fantasy VII.
Are we finally gonna get to fight Sephiroth?
Are
we gonna get to fight Jenova?
Do you want to hear what happened? So during the panel, they said they're doing the keynote at the opening thing, and they were just like, "Okay, guys, we know you're very excited for the new raid series that's coming out in Evercold. Why don't we give them a preview?" They started playing Sephiroth's theme.
Just the moment you hear the fucking violins, dun dun
Oh,
dun
no,
dun.
It's Sephiroth. Like everyone lost their minds. They lost it. But so Final Fantasy VII is going to be at Evercold. That's going to be the new raid series for the 8-man.
I have one quick little story I need to tell you about because you remind me about the Sephiroth thing. Have you ever gotten to go to any of the Distant World concerts for Final Fantasy?
I have went to 2 of them.
All right, good. So during the break that they normally run halfway through, the band on stage were practicing. On the set list, One Wing Angel was not there, but obviously you've been there. They sometimes do encores.
Yep, I know exactly what they did the same thing at the one I was at.
The flute player during their break was just practicing the, do-do-do-do-do that's in the fucking Sephiroth theme. And just the entire crowd in the room went nuts, and he's like, spoilers! And then went back to practicing it.
That's so funny. That sadly did not happen at ours, but they were just like, yeah, we have one final song for you. The whole room went dark, and then red lights came up. We were just like, what? And then Sephiroth started playing, and everyone lost their minds.
We had 2 encore songs, because we had that, and then we had 2 Xanarkin. But they did that one specifically because shit, what's that other big song from Final Fantasy X? The other one everyone likes. I'm forgetting the name of it.
I don't know anything with Final Fantasy X, so I can't answer you.
How the fuck? You'll love it.
I've heard it's good. I need to play other Final Fantasy games. I really do.
Yeah, Otherworld Blitzmaster. They had the woman that originally sang it there in Boston. So, yeah,
Dude.
I flipped my shit, because here's a fun little fact about Final Fantasy. I did not get started on Final Fantasy until later in my life, and then I went backwards. Because I started at 10, and then my cousins lent me all the older ones to play on my PlayStation 2.
Oh.
Yeah, so Final Fantasy X was my first one, so just getting to hear that fucking live, I did me, pathetic pile on the ground, just...
Dude, you should have seen me at mine, because both of mine that I had, Amanda was there, and she sang Flow.
You lucky bit! The one I went to only played one 14 song, they played Torn from the Heaven, and that's it.
Sniffles, she was at both of the ones I went to, and she played Flow both times. I started crying. So the ones I went to was the first one I ever went to was one dedicated to every Final Fantasy music. So there was just like all of them. And it just so happened for 14, she sang Flow. And then the other one I went to was what my sister got me for Christmas last year. Was she got me tickets for a Final Fantasy 14 and 16 one. And that's all they played was Final Fantasy 14 and 16 songs. And she was there and she sang Flow, and I was just like, oh, my sister saw me start crying, and I was just like,
Question: What primal themes did they bring? I need to know.
Oh, for 16?
No, for 14. For the 14 half of that concert.
I don't think they had any primal ones. Not that I can't. Like it's been a bit. It was a while ago. I don't remember which ones they played. Fuck, I had recordings actually. I could send them to you. I actually
Please
recorded her singing. I actually recorded her singing because I was like, I held it in my lap, so you see me kind of like moving my phone, but you can hear her clear as day. Be still my heart. That woman has such a beautiful voice. Holy shit. She is so beautiful. It was such a good performance, and the Final Fantasy 16 music. Even though I didn't know the context of some of them, they were really good. They were really good.
I still gotta play 16. One of these days, I finally will.
I do too. It's on my bucket list, but like that was another one where like the game was too big, so I couldn't install it. But I have room now, so that might be something I play on stream because like I know a bit of spoilers about it, but I don't know the context.
If you are going to have any of your buds tag along and watch you play that, please let me know. I would love to be there and watch it. Because I don't know when I'm going to get around to playing it. I do, but like, it's one of those things of I don't know when I'm going to play it, because A, the bucket list is long, and B, I can't, as much as I want to buy every game under the sun, fuck.
What was the fuck?
Yeah, money right now, fucking tight, especially with my, car headlight exploding. That's not a joke, by the way. I have a melted car headlight.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Laura, don't buy a car. It fucking sucks owning a car, because you just buy it, and you're like, cool, I bought it. It's mine now. And then it keeps just sucking up money, because it's like, hey, what if I, broke this integral part that's now gonna cost you, like, $500,000 to fix?
This is why I don't drive, because I also have a very chronic fear of driving, but that's just because the area I live in has very much accidents that happen. So I just haven't learned, but I do know I need to learn at some point because I'm almost in my 30s and don't know how to drive. Kind of need that. But like for now I'm fine. I'll learn eventually, but like maybe I'll at least like learn to like maybe get my permit or something. But I just have a fear of driving, so it's just like because that is one of the many ways people die is just like car accidents. So I'm just like I don't want to be a statistic.
No, fair, valid. I want to mention, we got off the topic of what scares you as a streamer and got into us talking Final Fantasy again. Chat, this will happen. This will happen again. Though, speaking of games you like a lot, as I steal this as a transition to ask the next question. Mm-hmm. You know what's another game series you like a lot, Laura?
What's that?
The Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Elga.
Legend of Elga. You like the Zelda game franchise, and it's understandable. It's, like, outside of Mario, I think it's What?
Sorry, there was a joke in my head that I was just like, oh, sorry, my VTube studio closed. Oh, no, okay. In my head, I was just like the Legend of the Penis.
Like the Legend of the Penis. I think about that fucking video all the time.
I'm like 12, bro. Holy shit.
Got mood.
Right, but go on with your question. I'm sorry.
So you like the Zelda games. You like them a lot. Maybe some more than others.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I will say this. I am biased because they're actually, as much as I love the franchise, I actually haven't played a lot of them. So that's what I've warned going into this question.
So out of the ones you have played then.
Fuck.
Gun to head.
Oh, no.
You have to delete one of them. Which one do you do?
Out of the ones I've played?
Yeah.
Shit. Fuck. That's hard. Cause like, so the ones that I have played are Breath of the Wild. I don't count Tears of the Kingdom because I never finished it. That was just because I got too busy. It's not because I lost interest. I just ran out of time to play it. Twilight Princess, that's not getting deleted ever. You can't make me. And then the DS games, which were Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. If I had to get rid of one of them, I would have to say probably Phantom Hourglass.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because I slightly like Spirit Tracks more because I like the system with the trains, and Zelda was more involved in it than in Spirit Tracks. Because I loved what was she? It wasn't she had another. I don't remember what the name of her, like what she was. What was it? Let me check.
You talking about her Wind Waker name where she was Tetra?
Tetra, that's what it was. Tetra. The name was eluding me. So she was Tetra, but like when I was younger, I didn't realize that was Zelda until like the very end. But in Spirit Tracks, she did a lot more because she actually was with you the entire time and helped you with stuff. So I prefer Spirit Tracks, and I also just didn't like delving into the fucking Ocean King's temple. That shit sucked.
I like the Ocean King's temple. My biggest problem with Zelda Phantom Hourglass was, how do I phrase this? So you remember the woman pirate that would chase you down?
Yeah, her, the one that was chasing Linebeck, yeah.
Yeah, and you'd fight her off, and it felt like she would just be gone for like a minute, and then she'd be chasing you again already. That fucking killed me. I could not stand that. That made literally the game almost unplayable, and I almost dropped it because of that.
Really? I thought that was kind of funny, just because I saw it as just like, he has a really bitter ex. It's really funny.
It was funny for the first hour, but then, like, I'm 5 hours into the game, I'm like, alright, can she fuck off already?
That's fair. There was times that I got lost in Phantom Hourglass too. I kind of preferred the Spirit Tracks way of doing it, and I liked the whole, there was a bunny catching mini game. I thought that was cute.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so if I had to delete one out of the ones I had played, it probably would be Phantom Hourglass. But you cannot rip Twilight Princess from my cold, dead hands.
So I'm gonna say something. I have never confessed this to you because I know this the moment I finally do. Our friendship ends. So I'm about to test our friendship really hard.
Yeah, what is it?
Twilight Princess was a game that got me to quit Zelda for a long while. And I have never finished Twilight Princess.
Say your piece before I find you.
You can't kill me in any way that matters.
You got me there. But why? Why is that? Why? What happened?
I can tell you exactly where I quit.
Okay,
the exact spot.
Maybe I'll understand.
It is a dungeon. It's a dungeon. Actually, you know, I'm gonna let you, knowing me, what dungeon do you think made me quit?
Okay, so I have to ask: was this mid? Was it early game, mid game, late game? Like, what was it?
Mid to later.
Mid to late. Was it the Snow Temple?
Snow Peak Ruins. Literally.
I knew it! I wasn't. I knew it!
I just wanted the soup, man.
I knew it. Because I will say, when I was younger, I got extremely lost in that place. And also, the sliding puzzles sucked ass.
They did. And just like, I don't know, I was getting bored. My biggest problem with Twilight Princess is that it feels like they wanted to do, like, I don't want to say, oh, they want to do, fucking Ocarina of Time again, but more, right? Because every other Zelda game after that did something different with the world. We didn't just return to Hyrule naturally, at least in the 3D realm. The 2D, that's different, but like, because after that we had Termina with, Majora's Mask, and then while, yeah, we technically had Hyrule in, Wind Waker, shit, the world was flooded, right? And for what Twilight Princess felt like, it felt like they were like, we just need to shove in more and more and more. And, you know, like, one of the biggest criticisms of Twilight Princess is the fact that there are certain items that are used only in the dungeon and then never again. Maybe once or twice. Like, the top, for example, is used once or twice outside of its dungeon.
That one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It actually has more uses if you think about it, because there's some areas where you can use it. But that's really it. But people don't actively search those out, is the problem.
Mm-hmm. So, like, I don't know. At just some point, it did not hold that same magic for me, and I do feel bad because it did seem. I have seen the game to completion because my older brother beat it, and I just watched him. And like the fight with the fucking dragon when you have the two fucking chain
The
hook
claw
shots.
hooks.
Yeah, that shit baller as
Beam.
fuck.
And bro, I mean, I'm also biased because that's my favorite Ganondorf design too, bro. He's so peak.
He really is. Granted, now I could be misremembering it because it's been a bit, but I remember my older brother cheesing the fight where you fight him as Ganondorf.
Was it the fishing rod? Yep, that's still a thing. Nope, that's right. You're thinking they're actually so with the Dusklight thing that has like the PC port to Twilight Princess. There's an achievement if you do that.
Of course.
Yeah. But you know, that's a thing. He will get distracted by the fishing rod and you can start swinging at him, which is really funny.
So it kind of it stole the mystique of that final fight and making me go, you know what, maybe I want to go do that final fight because I'm just watching, oh shit, here comes Ganondorf, here comes ooh, fish. And like he gets distracted with it.
Fish.
You know what that means? Fish.
What do you call a fish without an eye?
A fish.
But here we are, right? You should play Twilight Princess again. You should do it again. You should try it again.
So what I'm hearing is in like half a year when I'm like, man, it's been a bit since me and Laura have done something. We should play another game.
Yes, and you should play Twilight Princess for me and my amusement.
I hope you know. Because I get notoriously lost in Zelda games, and I'm notorious unless I've played it before.
Oh god.
You know what the monkey paw with that is, right? Think of how lost I got in Dark Souls. Are you sure you want that?
Well, at least Twilight Princess is more linear. I could guide you better in Twilight Princess than fucking Dark Souls.
We'll see about that in like 6 months. We'll see about that. Christ. So, what, out of curiosity, was Twilight Princess your first Zelda game, or where did you start the franchise? Alright.
No, that was my first, yeah. My sister introduced it to me. But what's funny is that most people would think, oh, did you play the GameCube version? No. I was more accustomed to the Wii version.
Same!
Yeah. People find it shocking that I didn't play the GameCube version. I was just like, I didn't know it was on the GameCube. When I first got it, I was a kid. If I got a hold of a game, it was because my parents got it for me or somebody was showing me. And my sister showed me Twilight Princess. And for people who don't know, it's kind of weird to play the GameCube version if you only play the Wii version because it's mirrored. They mirrored it for the Wii version because at first it came out on GameCube and then it came out on Wii, and they mirrored it for the Wii release because they needed Link to be right-handed when he is always left-handed, because the Wii remote is typically held in your right hand while your nunchucks are in your left hand. So they made it to where like you had your shield in your left and your sword in your right. So it was mirrored for the sake of the Wii selling, and that's what I was used to. So it was really funny the first time I played Twilight Princess on Dolphin for like online, because you had to run the GameCube version. And it was weird, but then with the Dusklight, it actually helps you mirror it, which thank God, bless the Dusklight mods, that was fucking great. It actually will mirror the game for you, and I was just like, oh thank God, this is how I played it. This is how I know it.
God. So, if you haven't played every Zelda, because you mentioned Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass, and Twilight Princess. What are the other ones you've played?
That's it. I haven't played a lot of... I said Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So wait, you've never played, like, Skyward Sword?
Oh, okay. I did play Skyward Sword, but I never finished it.
Alright.
That was the... Funny enough, that my story, Skyward Sword was the one that made me stop playing Zelda for a while.
Hold on, I need I swapped over to the Primals because we hit the end of the Bayonetta list, and the Good King Moggle song came on, and no, we're skipping that. Anyway, so really, Skyward Sword, I've heard people, anyone who's ever talked about that game to me always like praises it like the second coming of Jesus
Really?
Christ.
All I've heard is people complain about it. It was because there was a fight in the game that happens like 4 times and it pissed me off. Like how you were complaining about like her coming back multiple times. There was a boss that happened in that game that pissed me off. That was the same thing.
Huh.
I also got very lost in Skyward Sword. And another thing was, so it was I got frustrated at it. I was confused on where to go. And then another thing was my Wii got sold, so I never finished the game.
Wait, hold on. You've never played Wind Waker.
Nope.
So Laura, I lean in.
I put my hand on your shoulder before you say anything. Guess what?
What?
I'm playing it on Sunday.
Good. Good. Because if you didn't, I would shit. Because that game, that came out at the right time for me. Because that was around the same time that my love of pirates really kicked off. And then Twilight Princess came out, or not Twilight Princess, then Wind Waker came out. And fuck me, I was just gone. The amount of hours I have just sailing around as a kid, being like, I'm a pirate.
Yeah, here, let me actually have a picture I can show you. That
I reach out my grubby little hands.
I have a thing set up for when it happens on. Look at that.
Fucking hold on, I need to crop this right for chat. Move that over there. What is it, Linkle?
What is it, Linkle?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm excited to play.
I can't wait till you get to see the best Link, because Wind Waker Link is the best Link. I don't know how much of the game you've had spoiled, so I don't want to say anything, but he is my favorite Link.
I've been immensely spoiled on this game. I don't know a lot of scenes that happen with him, but if you say ending, I know the ending, of course, but like...
It's less the ending and more of his attitude the entire time, because...
No.
I will say this much. The phrase, I'm so done with this shit, is how I describe Wind Waker Link.
I've heard that's how they describe him, yeah. So I will say, I did play a little bit of Wind Waker, I think. I don't remember is the problem. I think because I got up to the Triforce searching part, and then I think I stopped playing. I don't remember.
To be fair, collecting the Triforce is literally the worst part of that game.
Yeah, see, like, there's always a part in Zelda where it's like, it's always like the worst part, and I think that's where I stopped. Wasn't because I did get frustrated, but it was also the case of like my problem is if I get frustrated with the game and I stop playing it, there's a high chance I will not pick it back up. It's not even because like it's because I don't want to touch it. It's just because my mind goes on to other things, and I have horrible like pacing with shit. Like literally, like I remember just the other day I was playing BioShock 2 because I haven't finished BioShock 2, and I was playing it because a friend told me about it, and I got to a part where I don't remember. I think I had already cleared out most of the little sisters, like gotten them, and the big sister spawned. And as soon as she started attacking me, my game crashed, and I had not saved that entire level.
Alright, so valid crash out? Valid. Because losing that much progress is fucking annoying.
Yeah, so I was kind of peeved, and I have not touched it in a couple weeks.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm the same way, homie. Like, legitimately, 2 quick examples. Tunic, I got stuck on the fucking... You know the boss at the top of the library?
Boss at the top of the library?
It's on a tower, it's like Wolf Dude.
No, if this is Wind Waker, then I don't remember it.
No, Tunic.
Oh, Tunic! Oh, yeah! Oh my god, I remember that boss!
Yeah, he folded me in half, and I've not for 2 hours on a stream, tried beating him. I couldn't. I was like, I'm ending stream early, I'm too mad. And I have not gone back, and I do have no desire.
The same thing happened with me with Tia, but like I did it, but I was getting really upset at it. But Tia's like, no, you got this, Laura. You got this. I had Tia there motivating me because I kept getting close each time, but I just kept making like simple mistakes. And I'm a Final Fantasy 14 raider, so I'm just like, oh god, if I'm that close, I have to keep frogging this. And then I eventually did it. So I was just like, holy shit, get me out of here. That fight sucked.
It's that, and have you ever played Dead Rising?
No.
So here's a fun little fact about Dead Rising. It has save points. You have to go into a bathroom stall and save. And Dead Rising, doesn't autosave at the start of the game. There's no autosaves. So I got about 3 hours into the game. And I'm happy, I'm having a good time, I'm streaming this for chat, I'm reminiscing about old times, and then I have an oopsie whoopsie fucky wucky, I get surrounded by zombies and I die, and I'm like, ah shit. And then the game goes to be like, alright, load your previous save. And I just see an empty save file folder, and I'm like,
Guys.
guys?
Gulp.
And then I said, I'll come back to this later. I was on my 1.0 model when I streamed that game. It has been almost half a decade.
To be honest, I would have done the same. I mean, to be honest, that's me lately with so I've been meaning to get back into my Pokemon Nuzlocke thing, but the problem is, as much as I love that Nuzlocke, it stresses me out because the thought of losing my Pokemon, it's already happened multiple times, because the late game in Pokemon Platinum hurts. And I'm close to the last gym, and don't even get me started on the Elite Four. I already know I'm probably gonna lose there. I already know I'm probably gonna die there. But I just haven't had a desire to pick it up because of the idea of me getting stressed on stream. So I'm just like, I've been putting it off. So like, that's just been the thing. It's so sad because my audience.
But like, you're valid for that though, because at the end of the day, I know I'm preaching to the choir here, so I'm more so reiterating for chat. At the end of the day, streaming a game is different from playing a game, and you stream to have fun, right? And if you're gonna be doing something that's stressing you out, why the fuck are you gonna stream it, right?
Mm-hmm. Also, sorry, I was distracted for a second because so Jules just moved recently.
Alright.
And he messaged me because I think he's moving in with his partner, is what it was. But
oh hell yeah!
He messaged me and said one of my monitors are cracked.
Aww.
That sucks. That's awful.
I feel really bad. Recently, Jules came to my chat while I was streaming.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he came to my chat while I was streaming XCOM. Fun fact: I've never seen his Twitch username. So I begin talking to him like he's a new chatter, and he's like, bro, it's Jules. And I'm like, bro, I've never seen you actually type in my chat before. I don't know your Twitch username.
Well, the thing is, too, that's also his username in Final Fantasy.
Laura, do you know how many times I've played Final Fantasy with Jules?
No, I know. I was just saying that. I was just mentioning that. I was just saying it's also really funny because that same name is what he uses in game. Because I remember when when I first met him, he was actually on a Rogadin, so the name made sense.
Christ. Holy shit. How long are you playing? Like, quick diversion to Final Fantasy 14 again. How long into Final Fantasy 14 was it until you met Jules?
Oh man, that's hard. I met him about. I'd have to ask him because I was role playing out on the sands, and I met him out there. When I was on, I think I was on Alvara, my Highlander. Or yeah, I think I did. We've been friends for about I'd say 3 or 4 years, I think. So.
All right.
I don't know exactly when we met, but I just know we met during roleplay, and that's how we've been hanging out ever since. But I can't say exactly when it happened. I just know we've been friends that long. And then we started shipping our characters together, and it was final, and now we just have a bunch of Plormos together.
Yeah, when you have that homie that isn't weird, and you could ship characters with, and just chef's kiss.
Oh my god, that's me and that's him. I have a lot of friends like that. Jules is one of them, but one of my other major ones is my friend Shala. Love that guy to pieces. I've known him longer than Jules. I met him in WoW roleplay back when I was playing BFA. And we have had so many Blorbo ships together, and we do it all the time. He's like one of my closest friends. Yeah, I love that guy to pieces.
Hell yeah.
I actively call him my RP partner because, I mean, that's what he is. He's like the main dude I RP with all the time. Jules, I also count as my RP partner. Like, if we have been role-playing for several years, I count them as an RP partner is what it is. Because, that means they are consistently with me and has been with me for who knows how long.
Oh yeah, no, you're valid for that. And I think something people don't understand, because different people, like, this doesn't just extend to Final Fantasy 14 role-playing, this extends to any form of role-playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone applies their art of role-playing differently, and when you find someone that kind of matches the similar wavelength of how you like presenting stories, holy shit, what the stuff that you and that and other people end up doing, A, you're cooking, and B, it becomes stories that are kind of, like, timeless, and you can't imagine those characters without the like, I'm sure with a bunch of different characters that you do roleplay with all your RP partners, with Minda, you could not imagine Minda's story without those characters anymore. Because they're that integral.
Yeah, because like I was gonna say, for example, because Jules actually has the character that's dating Minda, so.
Oh yeah, I still need to arrive for the wedding.
Oh yeah, I haven't. We haven't figured out a date yet because, like I said, I'm kind of busy. But my schedule might be opening up soon, because of reasons. So like maybe I'll be able to plan something better because we weren't able to plan it because he was getting ready for his move and everything. I don't know if we can now, especially with his monitor fucked. So like, so we'll see. Because I know he has 2 monitors, but like he's gonna be so mad that he's gonna have to be the 1 monitor boy for a while.
Yeah, that shit sucks though. Fuck only using 1 monitor.
I use 1 monitor.
How?
What do you mean how?
How?
I just do. Like I have never had a second monitor.
Laura, I'm gonna let you know there's gonna be a day where you finally get a second monitor.
I know I'm gonna nut, bro. It's gonna be all over the screen.
I lean in.
Yes.
Hey Laura, do you know that I have a second monitor, or sorry, a third monitor that I'm not using?
Yig?
Yeah, it's not a great monitor. It does go to 1080p though.
It does go to 1080p, it's funny.
So like you could use it as like just a, oh hey, I throw up like Discord and other things onto that monitor, but like, hey, do you want a second monitor for free?
The thing is, I don't know if I have space on my desk. And I don't know how to hook that up. So no one would be able to help me. I can actually.
All right, so
all
right, so I get it with your fear with the hard drive and plugging that in, ma'am. I promise you, you can plug in a monitor. If you're,
I'm ooping.
If you're that worried, I will literally I'll be like, bitch, put me on your phone. Point your phone at the back end of your computer, and I will tell you, plug it into there, and then you do it, and then you're done.
You did it! Yay! To be honest, I would love a second monitor though, just because like streaming,
having OBS up on it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, and like just like being able to like have because that's the one thing I hate is that like sometimes I genuinely so for context. For streams where I have like this on, right? Because usually when I'm not streaming with my Chibi model, I have my phone out so I can read chat. That's how I do it. Is that I have my phone open and it lets me read chat. But on the days I want to use my Chibi model, I pull out my iPad and I keep that off to the side with chat open.
Bish, I'm throwing my other monitor at you.
No, you don't have to. Because what if it comes broken? I don't want that to happen.
The worst case, oh no, it's sitting around doing nothing anyway.
That's true, honestly. Okay, you got me there.
Well, we'll talk. We'll talk afterwards. Maybe I'll send the other stuff, like the fucking Elden Ring, like lanyard and pin and the bucket hat for Dawn Trail. You know, all the gifts I've been slowly collecting you over the years, all of them at once.
Dude, bro, I'm the same way with my friends because you don't want to know how many pins and stuff I have for Cassie and Kat that I keep saying I'm going to send to them, but I get so busy and I never go to the post office and I just never have sent it to them. So I have like a pile of gifts I need to give them.
You're going to finally either A, send them, or B, you're going to run to Kaz IRL and just be like, hey Kaz, guess what? What? Pins! And just they drown.
Yeah, we keep saying that we're gonna see each other, so I think that's what my brain is saying, is that like I'm gonna see Cassie and Kat at some point, so I'll just wait until I actually go see them.
So I'm gonna do you one better.
Yeah.
I have owned... So, PAX East had a limited edition pin run. I'm not gonna go and grab them, because I'd have to go dig. But, hold on, let me see if I could go find them. Because they were... Let's see if I can find it. There it is. So they did a limited edition run of the Triforce from Zelda as pins. And these were really hard to find. You had to get in line for, like, one specific line. And they're 4 separate pins, it's not one pin.
Oh, that's awesome! Wait, that's sick.
Yep. My favorite bit is the part where you can, see all the different names written in Hylian text across them. But, I've had this for Sky for so long. I went to drop off his spouse, right? When Seth came out to visit. And, like, as I'm about to leave, Sky's like, oh, did you remember to bring the pins? And I stare at him like, the pins?
Oh, no.
Laura, do you know when I got these pins?
When?
2020.
Jesus Christ.
6 years. I've yet to mail it out to this motherfucker.
And you saw him in person and everything.
Yep.
That's so funny.
God. Alright. Shall we get on with the next question?
Yes.
So, funny I talk about PAX East. PAX East is a convention. It's a great convention. I've been to many. You've been to a few conventions yourself.
Yes.
And conventions, they're full of a lot of socializing and social moments. Some great, some... a little cringe. A little cringe, if you will.
Cringe.
And sometimes we're the cringe.
True.
I need to be careful, because I know I'm saying cringe wrong, but saying the cringe sounds like some sort of homophobic slur. So, what is the most embarrassed you have ever felt, or like the most embarrassing thing you've ever done at a convention?
That's a hard one too, because the thing is, I don't go to a lot of spots in conventions. When I go to conventions, I go to the artist alleys and I never fucking leave.
Mm-hmm.
Because why would I? That's all I could have is here and now. Because you will see me walk out of conventions with a shit ton of stuff, and then I regret it because I didn't have enough room in my luggage. And something ends up smushed on the way home, and I cry about it.
Every time.
Every time. But, because the problem is I have to restrain myself from buying really cute things. I remember this one year, this person had bunny bags, and I bought it, and it was cute, but the problem was I didn't have enough room, and I squished it a little bit. It's fine, but, like, it had to be squished a little bit. And I got a strawberry bag from the same person a couple years later! That person just had my brand, dog. But if I had to say the most embarrassed I'd been, I think it was when I went to I don't think they do these anymore, but it was back in the day, like, I'm probably gonna hit a lot of people with, like, nostalgia for, like, the old conventions and stuff, when they had the pajama nights, like, the sleepovers.
Holy shit!
Yeah! I did that once! And I was nervous! I was so embarrassed, because I was wearing really silly PJs. But that's really all I can think of. Because honestly, it wasn't that bad of an experience. It was my first... You can tell how dated I am, because actually the anniversary for this anime was just recently. We were watching Yuri on Ice.
Laura, I don't mean to be mean. I'm not here to be sexist. But
Oh,
God,
no.
you're such a white woman.
What?!
You are such a white woman.
That wasn't my choice to watch it! They were just showing it!
Alright, well, what anime would you have shown?
Howl's Moving Castle. Well, that's
You're
not a movie.
such a white woman!
The fuck? What do you mean?
Listen, I can't
No,
judge you too hard on that. I have the 3 Howl's Moving Castle books, so, like, you're
So
fine.
shut up!
All right, listen, white woman to white woman here, white envy. Listen, all right.
No, see, if I had to show a series, I'm still probably gonna be white. It would have been Black Butler.
I can't
I'm
judge
still
you.
white.
Listen, I can't judge you. One of the most angriest I've ever felt was when my buddy ruined my first, my issue 1 of Black Butler. I get it.
Oh, that's sad. Something funny. So this is a short tangent about my story about Black Butler. So growing up, I've said this before. I live in a very Christian household, so watching anime was kind of like sus already as fuck, unless it was like Pokemon or something, because they at least vibed. At least I was into that crazy Christian family who's just like, "Here's evolution, just die," and I was not allowed to watch it, but no, I could. Because my sister was really into it, so I was able to watch it. But as anime started becoming more of a popular thing, I was a lot of different ones. If Black Butler caught my opinion, I will flat out call myself out on there. That was my awakening anime of why I really am into Butler characters. If you show me a Butler character, I'll probably lust heavily over them. But
Noted.
Noted. The reason why I mentioned this is because when I was watching Black Butler one night, because I think it was on Netflix, if I remember. I think at the time it was. I was watching it because I had an avid collection of manga from Black Butler. It got all stored away now, and I don't know how deep into the volumes I got, but I really liked the manga because I really loved the art style. So when I heard there was the anime, I'm like, oh cool, let me watch it. Good lord. It was super late at night, God it was, but there was that scene in Black Butler where he fucked the maid in the barn. And I remember as a kid, I didn't realize what he was doing at first until the moaning happened, and I was just like, oh. And I turned that shit off.
Am I watching
fast.
a sex?
That's literally what it was, because the thing was, even though he was a demon, yes, there had been no sexual advancements in the anime, and I never thought of Sebastian to be the type to do that, and then he did it! And I was like, oh, holy shit, he's fucking her! And I remember I was like, I was like one of those kids.
How old were you when you saw that scene again?
I think I was a teenager. I don't remember. Exactly.
All right.
Okay. I think I was older than. I think I was around 16, but I don't remember. But I remember specifically.
You're at the age where you know that sex is a thing.
Yes, it was. I know. Actually, I think I might have been a bit younger, where I was just like, I didn't realize it was at first until like I started registering. I was like, oh. And then, but I did that thing right where you're not so like as a kid, you're like, I shouldn't be watching this. I pause it. I turn around. I look back. I unpause it.
I can't even be mad. I can't.
It was really funny. And like I said, that was just my awakening, I think. Just I remember my friend specifically made a Butler OC to cater to me. I was like, ah! You can't give me pretty Butler men, because if you have a Butler guy and he's fully dedicated to you and he has flowing hair, oh my god. I'm gonna die.
Lady, I have a funny request, because it'd be very funny.
No!
Put Baronel in a Butler outfit right now.
Don't do it! Don't do this to me!
The fucking eyes!
Please!
So, while Lady contemplates whether or not she wants to torture you, which again, that is at her own discretion, I'll also be totally normal about this. I'm warning you now. Lady!
Please!
Lady, you know where my consent lines lie with you. So, to kind of circle back to to because I've never gotten to do a pajama night. Well, obviously, besides watching Yuri on Ice, what was that like?
It was, and honestly, it wasn't that bad because they had, so I don't think it wasn't like you actually slept in the room. It was just basically like a late night thing where people would come watch anime you would bring like the act of like you were going to a slumber party. So you're like, bring your pajamas, bring your plushies, come wear your PJs, come hang out with people.
Themed
We're gonna
night,
watch
effectively.
it was a theme night, basically. Yeah, they had in like the lobby. People had like blankets, like lie down and stuff like that. I know they stopped doing it just because like they couldn't have people waiting that long, and it was like super late at night. So like they just stopped becoming things overall, and then safety measures and stuff like that. But genuinely, it wasn't that bad. The one I went to was very nice, and I sat with a group of girls who were very nice because I was by myself. Like I remember my big sister. Usually when I went to conventions, my sister was with me, but I was like, I kind of want to go to this sleepover thing. She was like, okay, yeah, sure, go wear your PJs, take your plushie, keep your phone on you, and just let me know how it goes. I'm just like, okay, yeah, because she wanted just to stay in her room. She didn't have anything like that. She was much older than me anyway. So I was like, okay, yeah. And I made some nice friends there. There was like a group of girls who noticed I was sitting by myself, and they're like, yeah, you come sit with us. We're gonna watch Yuri on Ice. And I made the mistake of being like, I don't know what Yuri on Ice is. And all of them were just like,
oh no.
And they gripped me, and they're like, you're gonna watch this anime. And I was like, okay. And I kind of got into it. I was like, I see D appeal. It was my first, I will say that. It was my first ever BL. So I was just like, oh shit.
Of course it was.
Well, because you have to understand too, I was raised Christian, so I didn't see a bunch of that stuff. So
no, I get it, because it's like you can't watch the profanities. You can't watch the boys kissing boys. That's homosexual. You can't have that.
Well, and plus the whole thing was with Yuri on Ice too. They made it very subtle in the beginning, where it's just like it wasn't like an obvious thing. But like, and then the kiss scene happened. Everyone's just like. Pretty good.
Hell yeah. Morally obligated to watch gay skaters. Hi, River. Mod, shout out, River.
It's pretty good.
Oh, right, yeah, no, they're besties right there?
Yeah, that's what I just said. That's Shala.
Hi,
that's
Shala.
The RP partner. That's the RP partner I mentioned.
Shala, we were talking about you earlier.
I told him. I think that's why he's here. Is because he... it was
funny
because Because he actually, funny enough, he was messaging me saying how like, hey Laura, there's like an RP bar thing I'm at if you want to come by, and I'm just like, oh no, I'm on stream right now, I can't.
Get fucking. Well, thank you for stopping on by. I was invoked like a devil. Well, I'm an angle. I like devils because I'm a fallen angle. I'm evil.
Yeah.
Watch.
Yeah.
Watch as I shoot Laura with my gun.
What? I didn't do anything.
Yeah, but I'm evil.
But.
Well, yeah, welcome on in.
Yig.
So question. How old were you when you went to your first, because, again, you're mentioning about going there effectively as a teenager. How old were you when you went to your first anime convention? And if you feel comfortable saying the name again, if not, because there are some small local conventions and saying the name of them will dox you, duh. But what was your first, how old were you and what was your first convention?
I don't think I'll mention it just to be safe, just because, like, it's from a major city place, but I guess anybody could really go to it, but it's because, like, it's, like, one of those big cities and stuff like that, so I don't think anybody would really know, because it would kind of put me close to where I live, so I'll play it safe. There was a convention that happened close to I'll type the name to you, so it's, like, you can understand what I mean.
Alright.
I forgot the age. There it is.
Alright.
Yeah. So there was a convention that happened there like every year. And my sister and me and her husband would actively go there every year. We slowly stopped after I started becoming like when I was like more in my adulthood, because she got busy with life and I had to start saving money. Because when I was younger, I had money I made from work, but I'd have to pay for stuff like, like bills and such like that.
Oh my god, I miss that shit.
Yeah, because like technically I mean quote unquote, so like I'll explain it like after, but we went a lot when I was younger. I think my first one was when I was 16, or no, I might have been 14. I think it was around that like 14 to 16, I'd say. I don't remember exactly because like I said, we went so often that all the times merged together, but I do know like my first convention I went was in that city. Because that was like, she was like, oh, hey, you want to go there? And I was like, yeah, sure. And I loved it. It was fantastic. And I got like autographs and stuff all the time and meeting actors and stuff. And then going to the artist alley. I remember getting my first ever commission from somebody there. I was just like, oh my God, This is awesome.
So, I have to ask, out of all the guest stars you've gotten to meet, who's the one you were most excited to meet?
Oh man, fuck. What was his name? Actually, I think the voice actor for Sebastian.
So, I'm proud of you, because when I, looping back to the start of this question, given the fact that the question is, what was the most embarrassing moment that you've ever had? Good on you for not dropping your spaghetti in front of the voice actor, because so many other people I've asked that question to all mention how it's like, oh yeah, they voiced a character I really like, and I just made a fool of myself right out in front of them.
Oh yeah, J. Michael Tatum, that's him. Oh my god, he's so awesome. I love J. Michael Tatum. He was awesome.
Did you get him to autograph anything?
Yes. I actually got some good I think he autographed my DVD of Black Butler of the anime.
Hell yeah!
I have a couple. Actually, you know what? I have some stuff. If you give me a second to walk off, I actually
go
have
ahead.
some stuff that I actually have some old stuff because I usually keep all my art commissions together with the stuff I had signed. Let me see if I can go find people who have signed stuff. I'm going back to the hole I left over here. I'll be right back.
All right. I'm gonna need to contact Coach and be like, hey, Coach, you know that confessional booth you made for me? Laura ate a hole through the side of it. Make a new hole coming back! No, I need the structural integrity of this booth to stay. If it goes down, I'm sad. I'll fucking cry. Okay? And lady, at some point, I'm gonna drag you into the booth. You're gonna sit here with me. Alright? You already got so many holes. Shush up! Whittle me. Yes, I'll get you into the booth. I'm gonna head out, have a good mythical night. Take care, Peachy. Take it easy. God. Actually, lady. I might drag you along for something. So, I'll poke you about it later, but I might have a thing that I'm gonna drag you into. I'll DM you the details later. God. Hey, chat, do you want to be evil right now? You want to be funny? Before Laura gets back. Again, you're under no... God damn it. You're under no legal obligation. However, I'm just saying, it would be very funny if we went over to Laura's channel right now and we started an offline hype train. Look, I'll even sweeten the deal. I'll gift the first sub. But I'm just saying... There we go, sent. I'm just saying. If we do this before Laura gets back, it'll be very funny. I already threw out one. You can't see in the chat because I popped out the chat after sending it. But I promise I sent it. I'll go pull up the email that says, hey, thank you for gifting a sub. Hold on. Does it give you an email? Yeah, alright. I think this is safe for me to show on stream. I don't think this has any details. Boom. I did it. Proof. Proof right there. So if you guys want to be funny and also do one,
Okay.
we'll get it all...
Okay.
Oh, no, hold on.
I'm back. What are you doing?
Not doing anything, don't worry about it.
What are you doing to me? Why are you on my channel?
It wasn't on your channel, don't worry about it. Shut up!
What the fuck are you talking about?
No, don't worry.
But so I wasn't able to check everything because oh my god, I did not realize how fucking much I had. Holy fuck. So a few of the things I saw signed. Sadly, one of them is from a problematic voice actor.
All right, I need to know which VA.
The dude from Oron High School Host Club. The dude who voiced the. Well, I don't remember what his name was. That's because of how much I don't want to remember his name.
Also, Mod's gonna shout out for Rabbit real quick. Continue.
But he signed my Oron High School Host Club DVD set. He signed the box for it. And then another one I have at the bottom, which I think I actually plan to give to my friend. Christopher Sabat signed a picture of Piccolo for me.
No way!
Yeah!
You lucky bitch! Fuck you!
It just said... it says
hey.
on it. Ooh.
Oh, hey, I did not know that you could do that. Fucking, because we're doing the stream together, my stream together let me know that we start a hype train over on your channel. That's neat.
What?! I'm opening my OBS. What have you done?
Nothing. But chat, I am gonna sit here and state, I am gonna just crop it like that for now.
What the fuck?!
If you guys want to go over there and cause mischief and continue the hype train, I'm not gonna stop you.
What the fuck? Stop that! What the hell?
No,
Why?
I'm gonna
Why?
funny.
Thank you. No! Stop that! Where's my gun? Stop it!
You can't kill me in any way that matters.
How do I go behind you? Go in front of me! Go in front of me! Go in front of me. You motherfucker. What the fuck? Oh, okay, toddler. Mr. Farter.
Listen. You already know I'm Mixter Farter, because I brought to you the fart question earlier. Farts are funny.
Oh my god, you did. Yeah, you did. Mixter Farter.
Alright. Well,
Okay,
I'm letting you chat decide whether or not they want to throw more money at you. Are you ready to get on to the next question?
Yeah.
Because we got 3 more to go through, and we have like an hour-ish left.
Oh god.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. If we don't go through all of them, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I do want to ask, right? We've talked about your you and your job earlier.
Oh god.
So you've worked in food service
All my life.
I'm gonna be blunt. Food service, as someone who's worked on it for only a year, I would never go back. Holy shit.
It's bad. It's really bad.
It's rough. I've worked some bad jobs, and like, my current job, I work with people on probation. I'd rather this job than my fucking, food service job.
Yep.
I'd rather be working with actual criminals than people in food service. So, on that note, obviously there's a lot of them. What comes to mind is a moment of, man, I want to fucking kill this customer right now? What is, like, the definitive moment that probably made you the most mad?
Here's the thing, right? You're asking this to me today of all days. The day where I was not in a good mood, so everybody was pissing me off today. Funny enough, this should have been the last question. I'm not saying it should, like, actually should have been, but man, this is gonna be where I go off for a rant, probably for an hour, and then I'm not gonna shut the fuck up.
That's what hit me! Yap, bitch, yap!
And so, for people who don't know, my family owns a restaurant. I'm not gonna say what it is exactly, but it's just like, my family owns a restaurant. It's primarily, like, barbecue food, stuff like that. And there's places all over the country, so good luck. It's more of a small town thing, so like we get a lot of usual people that come in, it's like usually during the summertime, like it is now, is where we start seeing a lot of new people and stuff like that, which has been happening a lot more. Like, I remember a lot of people came in today who said they were new, so I'm like, yeah, that's fine. You get a pass for asking me questions that I'm used to, but I swear to fucking God, the thing that pisses me off the most are people who come in there who are regulars, who ask the same question every single fucking day. Like there specifically there is this woman, we call her KK.
All right.
She is an older lady, and I swear to God, I think it's just because of her declining mental state or something. She doesn't remember ever, like whenever we call, she doesn't remember anything that's on our menu, but she gets the same thing every time. But she requires us to ask, like she's like, "What do you have?" And I just hold my head. I'm just like, "Ma'am, our menu hasn't changed. You order every week. You order." She's for context, by the way. We're only open 4 days a week. She has come in already this week every day.
How
I
old
cannot
is she?
imagine. I don't know, but I think she was probably in her 60s. I'm gonna guess
All right.
60s or 70s, because like she's got graying hair. She's like
60,
an older
70.
woman. She kinda, it's,
Chat, I
are you
won.
done? Shut the fuck up. But yeah, so she comes in, and the problem is like she just gets on my nerves because it's like I'm already tired, and it's just like she repeats the same thing over and over again. And then the problem is that when she comes in, she's one of those people, like, I'm sorry, don't make small talk with me. I'm not here to talk to you. I'm here to give you your food and then you leave. Like, if I'm already tired, like, stop. And the problem is, it wouldn't be a problem because I understand older people, like, I'll try to talk with them, yeah, because it's like they're lonely, something like that, it's fine. The
Mhm.
problem I have with KK specifically is that whenever she gets on my nerves, I try to be as polite as possible, but then she'll do that thing of just like, haha, I'm so annoying, aren't I? And I just like, yes! You are!
I hate it. I hate it when people know they're being annoying, but continue with it.
Yes, and she's like, "Oh, I'm being such a troublemaker, aren't I?" I'm just like, "Ma'am, please. Like, why are you like this?" And it just makes me so mad. And like, she just frustrates me because she comes in every single day, bro.
Do you think she doesn't forget your menu and is intentionally acting dumb just to piss you off?
That's the thing, is I don't know. It's just the way, because when she says that stuff, it makes it seem like she is, but then half the time she genuinely just seems confused. So I don't know. I think it's like a 50-50, I think. Of like, yeah, she is, but yeah, she isn't. I don't know. But, it's annoying.
I get it. Look, there are some people out there that are very, how do I phrase this, special. And this isn't me trying to poke fun at folks that, with, like, mental disabilities. I want to bury the lead on that before someone clips this out of context and goes, Varendell makes fun of people with no, shut up. But I do want to state, there are some people that you just meet that you're like, oh, the lights are not all on upstairs. Cause, like, I still think...
That's what it feels like with her, bro.
There's still this one girl in high school. I think about her every now and again, and I'm like, what is her life like now? Where is she? And I'm not gonna go on the long rant about it, because I do want to kind of go back into your food service stuff. But, like, I'm gonna give you 2 different questions she asked a teacher while in senior year of high school. First, to my art teacher, what's the chromatic opposite of the color gray?
What?
That teacher just told her, directly, leave.
You should just go.
And then the other one is, again, we're learning, like, stuff about, Cold War in history class. We're sitting there, we're going through it, we're having a great time. And then we're talking about the president at the time. She holds up her hand, she's like, so, like, who was the first president?
Hello? What?
I wonder what her life is like. Where is she? What is she, like, genuinely, what has she done? I want to know.
That's really funny though.
So on food, back to the food service stuff though. Have you
Yeah.
ever actually found yourself just not necessarily yelling at a patient, but actually getting combative with one?
Patient, do you mean a customer?
You can tell I've been out of food service and into the medical field for way too long.
I could tell. So no, I've never. I have been slightly. So my thing is, I'm not confrontational. So when something does happen, I typically go to the back to grab somebody else. Because for context, the one time somebody did get mad at me, I started crying.
Aww!
I remember this vividly. There was a gentleman that came in, and tell me if I was in the wrong for this, because sometimes my family still says I am, and I don't think I was. But they're crazy. So, the guy came in, and we have a display case that shows a lot of our foods and stuff. And this was when we were swamped at the time. And for context, just to give a little bit of context, just to make sure it's understandable, I have worked at this place since I was a teenager. I am almost in my 30s now. I've been there for well over a decade. So typically, and I'm
a third of your life
ahead.
at the very least.
Yes. I've been the cashier ever since. So I get into a rhythm because it's the same menu. It's the same system for how we do the plates and stuff. So I kind of get in a rhythm, and I tend to talk really fast. You're used to me talking fast. I will go on without breathing sometimes, but it's not even because I'm trying to rush myself. My brain just gets hyper focused, and I just go on a spiel. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's just how
the thoughts running at 1,000,000 miles a second, and you're just throwing it all out as it comes in.
Yeah, so when we get swamped as well, I get even more flustered, so I tend to go even faster. That's not me trying to rush, that's just my brain just stressing out. So there was the day this guy came in, and I was going over our spiel with it, and he was like, oh, well, I want this. And he points to the tray that's in the display case that had a bunch of several different meats on it. But for the register specifically, I need to know what you are specifically wanting, like pounds wise and stuff like that, if you want a plate or something, for me to put it in the register and have it done correctly. But sometimes people get mad at me when I have to ask them specific questions because they don't understand what I'm saying. I'm just like, I don't know why it's confusing. I'm just asking you questions. And this guy, I was like, well, sir, what exactly do you want? Like, like the ribs here, how much of that would you like? Oh, the pork chops there, how many of theirs would you like? He goes, this. All of this. And he's getting madder at me because I'm not understanding what he's saying. And I'm like, well, sir, I just need a specific amount so I can put on the register. And I guess I might have been speaking a bit too fast, but he cuts me off and goes, I don't know where the hell you're getting that attitude from, but you better fix yourself. Like, I don't know if something's wrong with you or something, but you need to calm down. And I was like, huh? And that's when I start stressing out because I'm just like, if I said something wrong, and it was worse too because there was a crowd behind him that was waiting in line, and I was just like, oh, sir, I'm sorry, like I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get what you specifically want, so I make sure I get your order correct. Still cuts me off and says, well, you got an attitude or something, so you better quit it. And so I'm like, okay, sir, give me 1 second. And I go to the back room and I start crying because he has yelled at me, he will not listen to me, and I just start bursting out crying. And my coworker goes up front and starts dealing with him. And they get it all squared away with. But then I get in trouble by my grandparents because they said I should not be crying and I was being a big baby about it. They were in defense of him, not me.
Bruh. Like, again, obviously I wasn't there, so I can't give my, 2 cents on the tone with that. And obviously, different people will receive different ways that you speak in different tones differently. That's going to fucking happen. But, it is, in my opinion, you cannot control how people are going to perceive you. You can try your best, but, I remember, hell, I recently had an interaction with a client. I try to be very clinical and professional when I'm dealing with clients, and one of them's like, you're being like a robot. And, got offended and wanted to have an argument over that. I'm like, no, I'm just trying to be as direct as I can. But, to pull back to your situation, so I can't give commentary on that. I can state that, all of humanity needs to get a little bit of fucking patience. We treat our servers way too fucking harshly. The fact of, oh, well, I don't like your attitude, or I don't like the way you're speaking. Don't get me wrong, if you're being a bitch, but I don't think you'd be a bitch, especially at work. It's just, you're trying to explain to this person, and it doesn't help that Like, the one credit I might give them, based on the fact that you brought up the fact that you're speaking at a million miles an hour, is maybe he was the kind of person that would have needed you to really slow down. But, like, there's a difference.
Yeah, and that's completely fair. If he
but
had
he
just
could
told me
have
that I was
said
speaking,
that.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, if I was talking too fast, because sometimes people will tell me that they're like, "Oh man, you got that." Well, they won't say I'm speaking fast. They'll be like, "Oh wow, you know that by heart, don't you?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, forgive me. I'm sorry. I know it by heart, so that I tend to read it off really quickly." They're like, "Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Just could you repeat that for me one more time?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure," and I'll slow it down a bit. And then sometimes people get mad at me for that because they're just like, "Oh, now you just sound like you're condescending." I'm just like, "You told me to slow down. No one's happy."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's because people don't want to feel dumb, and I hate that people associate slow with dumb.
Yep. It's especially the older folks. It's because like I'm trying,
my God.
and it's even worse too. Another thing I hate about work is that since it's a small town, a lot of the people are older folks. And I'm not saying I don't like old people. There's just some bias maybe, but it's the whole thing of just like they cannot hear me, so I have to raise my voice. But then when I raise my voice and I go slightly an octave louder than their hearing can perceive, they're just like, "Why are you yelling at me?" And I'm just like, "You couldn't hear me the first time. I had to raise my voice."
I'll say it. Fuck boomers sometimes. They can be entitled.
Yeah. And so that was the only instance of, no, actually I cried twice at work. At least thankfully in my years of working, I've only cried twice, shockingly. Because usually if I cry at work, it's something else that's going on, not work itself. But the other time this happened was, this old couple that came out all the time. Oh, I could bitch about them for ages. There's this old couple that comes in, and the woman is so, you know, when you hear about regulars at a restaurant and they feel entitled because they're like, "Oh, I've been here for so long, I should get special treatment."
All
Like
the
that.
fucking, yeah.
Yep, that was them. So this woman specifically, they don't show up anymore. Because funny enough, I had heard the reason why. Because I think apparently she stopped by one day when I wasn't there, and they asked her. They were just like, "Yeah, we hadn't seen you in a bit. Like, what's going on?" And she says like, "Oh, it's because every time I come here, you guys don't have what I want. So we just stopped coming." And I'm just like,
what a bitch! Fuck her!
and the thing was, the problem was, with the thing, we're a small restaurant, so if we didn't have what she wanted, it was because we had been busy that day. We just cannot make more. And so we tried telling her this, and we're like, "Ma'am, if that is the issue where we are running out of stuff before you and your husband come, call us in advance. We will tell you." And they got into the hang of that for a while. But then some days they wouldn't, and they would show up and we wouldn't have what they wanted. It was just like, we can't help you, ma'am. Like, it's just like you're being picky for no reason. And we honestly think it's for other reasons, because we're thinking that like she might be having an illness, but that was just the only reason she gave. I don't know, because she's getting older. But either way, so so speaking of them, the other instance that happened was her husband, who usually was the quiet man, and he let her do all the talking. But one day, he got so mad at me. I can't remember exactly why, but I think it was because I had been trying to explain what goes on the plate exactly, and he could not hear me correctly. And he got mad at me and raised his voice at me slightly and told me off. Like, he got so frustrated, he threw up his arms like a child and walked away. And it made me so frustrated, I walked to the back and cried. Because he raised his voice at me, and I'm just like, I think it was just a bad day or something, and he got me off guard. So I was just like, wasn't expecting
Note
that.
to self, when finally meet Lara in person, don't yell at Lara.
No, I'm literally like, even though I yell and stuff online and stuff like that, if you slightly raise your voice to me in any kind of provocation or like anger, I will just shrink up and cry. I will just cry. It's because TMI, I grew up in a very bad household. Yelling was a constant thing. So people yelling at me, it kind of sets off my nerves, and I go into boo boo baby mode. I go into boo boo baby mode.
Yeah, I do want to give you a forewarning. When we do finally meet up in person, especially if it's at like an event or convention, have you ever had a moment in a convention where like there's like 80 different plans going around, you're trying to figure out what the fuck is happening?
Yes, that's what happened at TwitchCon last year.
You know, I never asked about TwitchCon during the convention question. I will circle back to that. But
yeah.
So when those moments happen, with certain exception, because sometimes I have this last convention I had a little bit of a panic attack, but because there was a lot of things went wrong with it. But like I sometimes go into what I refer to as mission mode, and I'm like, all right, we need to handle this, this, that, and this, and we need this done and that. If I ever go into mission mode, note that I'm not mad at you. I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
No, you're fine. I've had many people do that. What I mean, like, with my thing, is if you slightly raise your voice to me in anger, is what it is. So, like, I doubt you would do that to me unless I actively did something wrong. But, like, if you ever do that to me, that is when I will shut down. Because that's happened to me far too often with friends where I've meet up. And, like, maybe, like, something will happen and they'll get frustrated and they'll raise their tone at me. I will shut down. I will stop talking to you. It's not even because, like, I'm upset at you. I just know I have done something wrong, so I need to be quiet. That's just what my thing is.
Gotcha.
That's just a fear response. Is all.
That's how. To quickly circle to TwitchCon.
Yeah.
I forgot. You didn't do Off-Kai this year, right?
No, but I'm gonna go next year because I was
All
saving my money for my 2.0 debut, and I had a lot of money dumped into that. So.
Yeah. What was your opinion on TwitchCon at the end of it? Because I know a lot of our buds are not going to the next one because, you know...
Oh, no, hell no, I ain't going back to that shit.
Really?
Yes, it was that bad.
Oh, shit.
It was genuinely, like, half the time I was doing stuff, like I said, I was in the artist alley. That's where I stuck through most of it. None of the panels were fun to me. It was hot as fuck. Some people were very weird. Hanging out with friends with more fun than me. And if you go to TwitchCon, don't go to TwitchCon. Just go to the area, hang out with friends. Don't go to TwitchCon. Don't go to TwitchCon.
That's what I've heard. Is that TwitchCon, like the convention floor itself, is disappointing. You're there to meet up with folks.
The problem is that it's not worth the money. It's not worth how much it costs because it was expensive as fuck last year.
Fun fact. PAX East, my big convention that I love going to every year.
Mm-hmm.
Its 4-day pass was same price as, like, I think 2 days of TwitchCon.
What the fuck?
Either 1 or 2 days of TwitchCon.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Side note, if you ever want to come up to PAX East, let me know.
Where's PAX East at?
A wonderful city. A little city. It's known as Boston, Massachusetts!
Boston!
Because more and more, I've been meeting more and more of our VTuber buds there. That's like Zungi. That's where I got to meet Zungi, because Zungi, does... Yeah! Zungi, worked, as an enforcer. So, like, when I was hanging out with Fluff's like, hey, do you want to meet Zungi? And I'm like, Zungi's here? And, I waddled up to her, and I'm like, hi! And she's like, do I know you? And I'm like, no, but, like, you did work on a commission for me, and then I showed my model, and she's like, I remember you. And then, so, like, it's a neat convention. I can highly recommend it, and it's kind of going through this weird metamorphosis of going from more of a, like, press release gaming convention to kind of like a nerd meetup convention.
That's fun. Maybe. Yeah, I'll try and see if I can sometime, because it seems like fun. I just know I'd like to go to Off-Kai just because, wow, so many of our friends went there this year.
Homie, the fucking... The
FOMO
blues hit me so bad. Because literally, I'm just seeing everything from all our buds. I'm like, oh, I wish it was that and MagFest I had FOMO blues of, because a lot of our buds went to MagFest.
Yeah, I also had the FOMO blues for MagFest. I told my friends if I'd have to prioritize one and the other, and a lot of people were telling me to probably do Off-Kai instead. And so I was just like, I'll try to, but then I realized, oh, it's kind of close to my 2.0 debut, so I can't really, and I want to save money. So I was just like, I can't go this year, and I fucking regret it, because Hulky and Tube were there, and I was like, fuck, and Min! Min was there too!
God.
Sucks, man. Also, before we go to the next question, I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. I'm so fucking thirsty. I'll be right back.
Go, hold on. Actually, no, you go grab it. Go grab your drink.
Back in the hole I go. Wee.
Lady, I just got the thing you sent me. Oh, Laura's dead. You're gonna kill her. Brown bread and baked beans, Boston. Are you talking shit about my fucking capital city? Are you gonna talk shit about Boston? Don't. I'll kill you. Boston, Massachusetts is a wonderful, magical place. V, you're a Ratbird follower by default. I despise that. What do you mean, Ratbird? Ratbird follower? What do you mean by that? Baltimore Ravens? I don't follow the Baltimore Ravens! New England Patriots! That's the Boston team! Not Baltimore! Baltimore's not in New England! Are you high? That's Maryland! That's definitively not New England! No, I would 100% park the car in Harvard Yard. No, officer, it's hi, how are you? Blow up. But yeah, I don't follow the Baltimore Ravens.
Hell yeah.
How does Tag say it? Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude, Griffin Ribbon, baby, slurp that shit down, let that big dog hunt!
Yeah, thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm sorry that I do too much.
So, hey, Laura.
Yeah.
Lady did a thing.
I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
Here, chat, you can see. Why are you dying?
I can't be seeing you like this, Dice.
Yo, I think I look rather dashing in that butler outfit.
That's the point! Fuck. Lady, that's really fucking good.
When you see a brother figure looking too hot and you're like, but no.
I should kill that guy.
Oh no, I draw V hot. I draw hot V being hot. It's another day that ends in Y. Lady, I fucking appreciate you.
Lady, I still need to... When you get a open slot for commissions, fucking DM me. I want some of your art so fucking bad.
By the way, she names her files very funny. The file name for this image, and _ this _ is how you fluster your butler-liking friends.
What the hell? That's a good name, though. I like that.
Lady, when we finally meet up in person, I'm buying you a drink. Oh, God. Love that fucking dragon. Nice!
Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. That shit make me burp.
Alright, can I tell you a quick little secret?
Yeah, what's that?
So, because you mentioned Dr. Pepper, I'm having a
love Dr.
cooking
Pepper.
stream next week.
Yeah.
And I've recently been watching this TikToker that, like, you know how, like, you make pasta dough, right?
You're scaring me.
So it's, you take flour, arrange it in kind of like a bowl on top of a
If you
cutting
put
board
Dr.
surface.
if you put Dr. Pepper in this fucking pasta.
No, so it's flour then an egg. He's been doing shit like making it with like Bira, like Taco Bira sauce or Dr. Pepper or White Monster. He's done all that.
Monter.
I'm gonna be doing it with cranberry juice.
What the fuck?
I got something heinous planned for this cranberry pasta.
You're fucked up and evil.
Yes! I've been telling people I'm a villain VTuber! People like, oh, Baradell's so
no,
nice.
you're not. You are so nice. I lied. You're the sweetest. You're the sweetest ever. Oh my goodness. You're
I
just
bite
so
you,
nice.
I bite you, 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 I bite you. Well, if you think I'm so nice, are you sure you're gonna be able to say that after I ask this next question?
Oh god, we're finally there.
Cause Laura, you say so many nice things about me.
Mm.
But I know deep down inside you don't like me, you hate me. And I have proof. I have definitive proof. Because there's a little game. The reason we're having this is because it's kind of the what you call it, the collab to tie a nice little bow on a collab that you and me had just finished. One where you bought me Dark Souls 2 and watched me butcher the fuck out of your favorite game.
Yeah.
And during a lot of that run, I think if we had to quote what phrase you said the most, the phrase, let me get this quote right, "you hurt me," was probably the one you said the most.
Yeah.
So what was the single most infuriating moment watching me play Dark Souls 2?
The problem was, everything did! The thing that infuriated me the most, I think is what I answered it was that you never watched your health! You never fucking did! You would think as a Dark Souls player, that's what you would do!
It's over in the corner, why am I gonna look at it?
Okay, I should fucking kill you. Yeah, no, it was just so what I saw that you would do is that you greeted a lot. You loved greeting.
Alright, but when it worked, it was cool.
I guess! But how many times did that actually work?
Enough.
I guess. But yeah, so it was a mixture of the greeting, plus like, cause we had funneled so much of your points into the magic stuff, you were just a glass cannon. But your brain, I guess, didn't fully understand that. So you would go into fights being like, dude, look at all this fucking damage I'm doing. And then the boss would 2-hit you.
But I did do a lot of damage!
You did! It doesn't mean anything if you die!
Excuse me, I believe Dark Souls is about dying and coming back. If anything, I am celebrating the spirit of Dark Souls by dying and coming back over and over again, and winning through sheer determination.
I'm rolling my eyes so fucking hard they're going to the back of my skull.
Alright, so, hold on. What boss fight do you think was the boss fight where you're like, oh, this is what the rest of the playthrough is gonna be like, and I'm cooked?
I think it was there's a few of them. Because I think it was during the
chariot was...
Really? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What was wrong with that
He
fight? That fight?
He was beating your ass.
He's hard!
He's not that hard. Gutters. He is literally one of the easiest ones. It was also another one that I think was also funny, but I do not blame you for this one because this one was more understandable. Wasn't even the chariot, it was the run back to the chariot. Because that got you more times than the chariot did.
Honestly, yeah, we would have killed that chariot that stream if the run back didn't exist.
Yeah, literally. If it wasn't so, it was because of the dudes, because you had dark magic and they were all resistant to it, and then the invader at the end.
Yep.
And for context, that dude isn't in the base game, and Scarlet of the First Sin edition, he's there.
Christ.
Oh god, that's so fucking funny though.
I still thank you for giving me that game. I'm not gonna lie. I still think Dark Souls 2, I don't think it's gonna be my favorite FromSoft game, but it definitely... I don't want to say it's my favorite Dark Souls, because I don't want to give it the recency bias, because I want to replay through the other ones to get that. But it definitely beats 3 for me, at the very least.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of people are gonna jump you for that shit.
Dark Souls 3 is overrated.
It is, in my opinion. Because here's my thing, right? If I'm gonna pick one of the games to replay, it's not gonna be 3, it's gonna be 2. Because the problem is, my favorite bosses are in the end game of Dark Souls 3. So that sucks. Like Nameless King, and fucking the DLC bosses are fucking peem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. The DLCs for 3 are pretty great, but just like the world for 3 is so boring.
Yeah, I think the
Holy
concept
shit.
is cool, but I think the concept is cool, but it was executed poorly.
Agreed.
But yeah, like I said, I think like going back to it real quick. I know
Hit
we
me.
are poking fun at you playing 2. I still think you did very good for like I think if you had went and picked your own build, you would have been fine too. I just gave you the vibe I thought would be cool because, like I said, dark magic wasn't a thing in any of the other games. So I was like, oh, let me instruct them to something that they've never tried before. Like it's something that is brand new to to this game. Well, not brand new to it, but it's like it's different from the other games.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
I'm
I was
glad
like,
you did.
yeah. The cool thing about dark build is that like you can pick whatever you want. Like maybe there's some weapons that are better for it, but like it's dark can really work with anything. Like how like you started with the rapier and then you swapped to that one sword, which was like more of a strength based one.
Oh yeah, and it was again just a very fascinating game, and I like how you can see a lot of the DNA of like what would end up going into stuff that would make Elden Ring from Dark Souls 2.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit was fucking fascinating to me. And ultimately, its world, while yeah, it feels a little, air quotes, disjointed, it's a fucking fun world to explore. Way more fun than 3's, because 3's, again, I want to be an asshole to 3, it's a hallway. That's all it is. It's one long hallway. Yep. So, no, I do thank you for, like, getting me the game, and for, despite all those little trials and tribulations, sticking through with it, and for the most part, saying that I did pretty well at it, because minor confession, I feel like I'm dog water from soft games, and I fucking hate streaming them, and I've almost stopped wanting to play them entirely, because it feels like everyone that I share from soft games with, like, I'm the one that they're like, we're gonna be playing with V. And I'm like, no, not that good. God. What? If you were to watch me play another FromSoft game, what would be the next one you would want to see me play?
Bloodborne.
It has been a bit since I've done Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it not on PC yet?
Size.
If it ever comes to PC, you, me, whatever other idiots who can drag in, we're exploring Chalice dungeons.
I actually never did a lot of Chalice dungeons, so I wouldn't mind that.
Hell yeah! Unironically, they're not good, but they're my favorite content, if that makes any sense. I feel I'm kind of mad we do not have a FromSoft, like, I guess Night Rain is the closest that we have to it, but like a proper like dungeon-esque roguelike for a FromSoft game we don't have. And that's the closest we'll get with it is the Chalice Dungeons in Bloodborne.
Yeah, basically.
Do not talk about the cum chalice.
No, the cum chalice.
Alright. So, Lara, we're getting down to the wire here. I got one last question for you, and then after that, you gotta turn the tables on me.
Oh?
Did I told you this!
I don't remember.
Lara, the last question of the night is always you forcing me to confess something.
Oh shit, I didn't think of anything. Oh fuck, I wasn't thinking of
Well, you can chew on it in the back of your mind for a little bit. Keep in mind, here's the bar that you have to aim under. When I had Treen over on the channel, Treen asked me, and I quote, "Hey, what's the weirdest thing you've ever done with your penis?" So as long as you're under that, you're good.
That's fucking Treen, though, dude. I cannot say anything worse than her.
Yeah, definitively. If you want to know where the bar is on how bad you can go, there's the bar. I did answer, by the way, because I'm not a fucking coward. Yeah, what was I gonna do? Not answer? No, I'm gonna answer it. It's
I
fine.
don't know, man. Also, I will say something really funny. Lady was very nice and said, "Hey, look, it's my VJ." And I'm like, "I'm gonna put in a request after stream." I lied. I put in a request immediately.
Got him.
Got him. Literally, I just tossed my reference folder of my soda and said, "Please, please, just draw her, please." I do not
Hey,
care what
Laura,
you do
I'm
with
gonna-
her. Just
I'm
draw
gonna-
her.
I'm gonna ask consent of you before I ask Lady to do this. Hey,
Oh?
when Lady's done with the drawing, can I have her also send it to me? Because I'm just very curious and want to see it.
Oh yeah, that's if she wants to send it to you, she can. I don't care. I usually
Lady,
when I
send
get
me the
images, like,
drawing.
I show people anyway. So.
Yeah, I know you would, but I'm like, I
Yeah.
need to see this, because, like, God, I love Lady's art.
It's good. That's why I'm like begging. I'm like, please. I literally put it as she had the option for. I think it was the sketch, and I did a full body option. Is what I did.
Hell yeah.
So, yay. So yeah, lady. Genuinely, if you want specifics, you can ask me. But usually, when I put in requests for my soda, I'm just like, draw her however the fuck you want. Go crazy. You have full artistic freedom. I just want you to draw her. I will pay you. I have.
Lady, if you really want to sell Lara on a really good pose, do yourself a favor. Go Google Bayonetta. Look
Oh
at
my
any of those
God.
poses. You will make Lara very happy. So we got one last question for me from you though, before you ask me a question.
Yeah.
So speaking of art,
Oh God, this
you
is
know
gonna
who
piss off
else
some
is an
people.
artist besides
Oh,
Lady?
Oh my God, who?
You!
Whoa.
You, bitch! You're an artist!
Whoa. Logue.
Wogue! And as an artist, I have found that literally every art friend I have, literally
name's
every
Alan
art friend I
Wake.
have,
And I'm a writer.
is probably the biggest critic of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And every art friend I know has different art advice they give, and one of my favorite ones is, yeah, I do this, don't do this. They all
Yeah.
have their own art crimes. What's your art crime? What do
I don't
you do
sketch.
that... What do you mean you don't... Alright, so I think I heard you briefly mention this earlier in the stream, but I didn't clock it till now.
Yeah.
So, like, when you go to do line art and stuff like that, you're not working off of a sketch. That's your
Nope.
start.
Yep. Don't do me. Don't do what I do. Don't do that. That's really bad. I have to get out of that habit, but it has been literal years, and I cannot break that habit.
How?
What do you mean, how?
How do you just do lines? How do you not sketch things first? Do you just
I
see
don't
the image and
know.
go, I guess I do it this way, and start doing lines?
Yeah, I do. Witchcraft. If you, so I think, let me go check my channel, actually. I have a VOD up currently, I think, where I was drawing my character Ekva. And if you go to that VOD, you can watch me draw, let me see, videos, let me see if the VOD's still up. Yes, the VOD is still up. If you go and check that out, I don't sketch. I think the most I do is that I'll do the circle for the head to get the shape right. That's it. And then I don't sketch anything. The line art is it. And I'll just
You
go over
are
and edit it.
Insane.
Like the art that you see me do, like the headshots, the full bodies, and everything like that. I do not sketch.
That is...
There has been some times where I will sketch, like if I'm testing out a new body or something, sometimes. But a majority of the time, there is already an image in my head, and I just draw it.
Laura,
Like,
I
here,
know
I'll sit-
I've said you scare me for so many different reasons, but you scare me.
Like, what I just sent you, that, I did not sketch that. That was purely just done.
For reference, chat, just so I can show you what the image is. Laura did this without any sketching. Just went, yeah, fuck it, and did straight line work.
I might be a crackhead.
Side note, I know I've mentioned this before.
Fuck.
I love the way you do noses in your art. I
Alright,
want to
fuck.
mention that.
Might be, she says. Oh yeah, like
Fucking-
I should like
Go ahead.
these two. I love how I did these two's noses.
Hold on, let me go get those up and then pull it up for chat. So, number 1. Number 2. Cause like, something that disappoints me is so many folks just do, like, and this is not a shot at people that do their noses just the 2 lines and call it a day. But like, alright, this is gonna be weird, but follow me on this. The noses that you draw, I wanna reach out and bite. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like wait,
That's
there's two more I'll show just for example too. Like I want to show cuz like so here's like an example like mine and Tia's. Like I drew Tia's and then there's my nose. I prefer having a hook nose. I love the hook nose. It's really good.
Hook
'Cause I
noses are
kinda have-
underrated, and people need to not call hook noses ugly.
Nope. They are some of my favorite noses and I love them to pieces. I have to tell people like, "Hey, if you draw my Soda, make sure you have this kind of nose on her." I'm really proud of that
God.
Tia piece though. That Tia piece is one of my favorites.
This Tia piece is nuts, and the fact that you didn't sketch it, you just go into line.
Nope, it's straight into the lines, baby. Like that hair on lines.
Laura,
Yeah,
you're
don't
a
be like me.
psychopath.
I am. I have to learn to get out because it. I will say this to all artists. It is very good to sketch. It is how you get proportions correct. Is how you do. Because I would say some of my proportions are not correct, but that's fine. You don't have to get proportions super exact. Because if it's your own style, that's fine. But sometimes it can be good for some pieces. I do recommend you sketch though. Even though I do not sketch, I recommend you do. This is just how I have taught myself over the years. This is not how I would teach other people. I recommend you sketch just because it does help with a lot of stuff. But I just freeball it, and that's just why I like it.
Understood.
Okay, wait, I lied. Last piece because this was also a full body I did. This was not sketched either.
How?
I don't know.
Hold on. How? Actually, oh Christ.
Anyway, Yeg. I think there's parts of that when I sketched. It was like, I think I sketched the clothes onto her, but not the body. It was just the clothes because I was like trying to get an idea for the clothes. But that was it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah.
Even then, still, that's insane. God.
It does make me happy though that people do like my art because that's one of my main things I worry about is like I worry that like, oh, I don't sketch, so obviously that means like my art's not good. But no, people say that my art is kind of cracked, so they're just like I'm just like, oh, thank you.
It is.
I'm
Fucking
glad.
Well, when we first like met each other, and you're like, "You're super cool. Have this," and you hand it. Like I stared at that art piece all night. It was really good.
Yeah, you mean this?
Hold on, I need to go. I'm pulling it up for chat.
I was really proud of yours. I remember.
Cause like, look at this handsome motherfucker. And then boom, eyes.
Yeah, I guess my whole thing was that I was a sucker for the eyes. I was just like, I have to draw a version with it.
All right, but one of these days I'm gonna throw money at you. I want to see you do this, but with my new eyes.
Oh, I should, yeah. I was gonna say, I mean, here's the one I also didn't finish that you can also show if you want. I never finished.
Oh,
this
the
one.
rabbit one. You did show
Yeah.
me the sketch of the. Yeah, there he is. There's that rabbit motherfucker.
I was really proud of
Again,
how
you
that
did
that
sketch before any of these. What the fuck? Ma'am, you're crazy.
No, no.
I want to get Lara art, but I'm broke. Grunkle Dan, here's how you get Lara art while broke. Step 1. Go out into your backyard and plant strawberry seeds.
Oh I'll show up, put one singular art piece on your doorstep, leave with the whole entire basket. That's just it.
Boom. It's like watching someone cook in the kitchen using a knife for everything. Like, I'm impressed and scared. Also, hi, Raina!
Hi, Rita!
Oh my god. You're right, though. You're right.
There is a lot of people I still need to draw, though, so yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Who's a bud that you've been wanting to draw for a while that you have not gotten to draw ever yet?
Raina.
You're just saying that because she's here. No,
I was gonna say, she is one of them, though. The answer is true. It is Raina. Raina is one of the ones I wanted to draw.
You should. Raina's a fucking sweetheart and deserves it.
I just like drawing women. Who's a
women?
I also want to draw Leg at some point because I drew Jackie.
Hell yeah.
I was really proud of the Jackie piece though. Like, oh yeah, here it is.
If I could draw, you'd be one of my muses, Lara.
Oh, Rita, yay!
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen this Jackie. I've seen her showing it around. I didn't realize that was a you one.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
there's
what
her
do you
fucking
mean?
signature.
What do you mean she's been showing this around?
I've seen this one around. I've seen it on her profile at the very least.
Oh,
It's
that
really
makes me happy. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there's a few people, cause I remember that's how I, like, when I had free time, is that, like, if I had the chance, I would draw, like, just people's, like, characters and stuff. Like, I remember, like, besides the Tia one you drew, or you showed, let me see who else I drew, for example.
I know, I've seen you done Fairbanks.
I've done Fairbanks, yeah, that was a while ago. You don't have to show all of these, but I'm just showing, like, for, like, examples of some of them. You can tell I love drawing my friends. Look at all these.
Holy shit, that's a lot of buds. I love Scotty so much, holy shit.
Scotty's is really good. It's really funny because Scotty calls me the nose queen because he really likes how I draw noses.
I'm glad everyone recognizes that you knows a lot.
I knows a lot.
You knows a lot.
That is the one thing I will say that, like, when like, some people have stuff they're proud of in their art. That's my one thing that I'm proud of, is so technically that, I also am very proud of how I do eyes. I really like to color eyes, because, like the ones, if you see those examples, Train's eyes are one of my favorites. Hera's, Mythic's.
No, they're all really good. Just so that I can pull up, like, let me grab two of them real quick, chat, just so that fucking you guys can see and aren't just being left in the dark. Like, I'm not gonna grab all of them. Like, the eyes, right? Even in the Jackie picture, too, the way you do eyes there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're very nice.
Yeah, thank you. And then, like, my other thing is that, like, but here's my only drawback, I'd say. I'm not that good at drawing poses. That is my main thing, but that's also just because I do not sketch. I need to get more in the habit of that. I'm bad at doing poses, but like Rada says too, I do like drawing expressions because I like drawing headshots more than anything. So I've kind of like perfected or gotten to the way of like doing good expressions, I'd say, or like working on like noses, eyes, and lips and stuff like that. So it's just like, that's why I try to make them differentiate. And I think I've gotten actually really good at like doing different face shapes as well. Because that's how I think everybody should be, is that everyone should have a distinctive face shape or nose or something.
Literally all the examples we showed off, none of them are same facing, which that's really good, because like, especially for a lot of folks that grow up trying to mimic anime art style, which I'm not saying that you're doing anime art style, but I'm just saying in general, right?
Yeah, no, because I remember when I was younger, that's what I did, was I very heavily mimicked anime art style, and everyone had the same face.
Yep. And that's a fucking problem, is that all the characters are not supposed to have fucking same faces. So yeah, you make everyone look very distinct. I believe that you can get better. Start sketching more. Dude, just have a night where you do nothing but pose work. Not even like work towards a dude.
No, I know. I really need to do that.
On that note, though, because we are getting down to the wire, Laura,
Yes.
that's every question I had tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And within the halls of the hallowed, within my church, I find you clear of any sin, and you are now passed on to the other side. Welcome to the cult. We have free Taco Tuesdays, and your robe is going to be on the left by the exit.
I don't know if my moms are going to be happy about that because, you know, they're goddesses and stuff like that. So I don't know if they're... Oh, no, they're taking me. Okay, bye!
Oh, wait, no! I need her! Get got you! Down! No!
And, they're gonna get so mad at you, bro.
That's fine, I like it when hot women are mad at me. Anyway,
What the...
you know what I'm about!
I know what you're about.
But, as always, as recompense for putting you through all these rough questions,
Yeah.
I have to have you ask me a question, put me on the spot. So, Laura, with the maybe 30 minutes you had to think of a question.
I'm stuck between two of them. Because they're basically just going back to, like, the stuff you asked. Okay, here's one. I'll kind of ask you the same question you asked me earlier, just to, like... It's not creative, but it's the only thing I can think of in 30 minutes. If you had, Oh, you know what? Here's a good one. I got a good question, actually.
Hit me.
So you mentioned... You mentioned before your OCs, and how you have a lot of them, and a lot of them you go back to, and stuff like that, right? I'm gonna ask you a hard-hitting question, okay?
Alright.
If there was one OC that you had to delete from your mind, from existence, that you did not get to play anymore, and they were gone, and you never made them, who would it be? I know that's a hard question, because I couldn't answer that.
Fuck you. I'm a dungeon master, how dare you ask me this?
I know! That's the only hard-hitting question I could think of.
Here's the thing, there are some OCs I'm not happy with how it went out, and I don't want to just answer one of them because I feel it's cheap.
Uh-huh.
If I had to go back, though, there are two answers. I'm gonna give one from a DM's perspective and then one as a player's perspective.
Yeah, I was gonna ask too that if you give an answer, explain why too. Just like
So,
why do you think this character?
As far as a player option goes, if I had to go back and be like, alright, well, I guess I'm never playing you again, it would probably be Varric Baleblade, Knight of the Shattered Helm, which is weird, because Varric Baleblade, Knight of the Shattered Helm, which, yes, in order to say his name, you do have to say the full title, Varric Baleblade, Knight of the Shattered Helm.
That's funny.
He would only introduce himself as that. It was great. You would love him. He's a himbo. Hold on, let me go get him up on screen.
Hand him over.
He's kind of a himbo. He's kind of really fucking dumb. He's kind of, like... How do I describe him? Imagine Gaston if Gaston was a good guy.
Oh shit.
So here's one art piece I have of him. I should have probably sent it to you. Hold on, let me just send it to you. That way you have it and you can fucking blow it up in super high quality. There you go. So the first one I'm showing off is the one to stream is the one on the left. That's the first ever image I got of him.
That looks fucking awesome. Is that second one Coach's art?
No, that one, my art mom for VTubing user. That's her art.
Oh, okay.
I love the way she renders.
Similar. That looks really good, though.
Mm-hmm. I love him to shreds. But if I had to choose, like, which one am I deleting forever, it would be him. Because I am definitively not happy with how his story turned out. And that is unfortunate. Now, in part, I blame that on the DM. Because, I'm gonna leave him up here while I rant about him. The DM, because he was a part of a Curse of Strahd campaign originally. The DM on that, and I love my friend that did it to death. Emily, if you're watching, I appreciate you and love you. But girl, you fumbled that Curse of Strahd campaign bad.
Oh no.
And something I don't like is a lot of the female players at the table. Besides the interactions I had with one of the female players at the table, which I'm not going to bring her up, that's tabletop drama that I don't want to get into. He was sexualized a lot, and not in a...
Ooh.
Remember, guy, because I identified as male at the same time. Remember, while I'm not going to sit here and say that women do it equally as much as men, I am going to say, remember, that kind of shit can go both ways.
It can.
We had a lot of ladies at our table, and they heard me playing Big Dumb Himbo, and all of them love Big Dumb Buff Himbo. And, like, he's even socially awkward. He's afraid to take off his helmet. Not because he's ugly. Yeah, I know. He's just ashamed of himself. Like, he's a precious being. And I feel like he never got the proper story. And, like, I want to roleplay him again, but also I feel like if there's any that I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm not happy with how you went, and I'm gonna delete you, it'd probably be him.
It's funny enough, since you answered, I will also give you an answer of my own. There is one character that out of all of mine, I would delete and redo because it pissed me off so badly because it's the same circumstance. He also had a very bad story. But the problem was, so what it was you know Lara, the character I was telling you about.
Yeah.
From World of Warcraft, my elf. She had a very sad...
Real quick. I just look over, and I like how I look over at chat finally, and the first thing I see is Lady going, I'll behave.
No, I
Lady, I'm gonna
understand
send you the
I
art. You can do with it as you please.
But yeah, so the character Lara had a very abusive father. His name was Kathos. And in her story, she was forced to be a warlock because he, at the time during Wrath of the Lich King, because you've played a bit of WoW, haven't you? Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I started in Wrath.
Yeah, so that's what I was remembering. So her story starts back in Wrath, where her father was killed during the attack on Quel'Thalas, turned into a Death Knight, but he took it as a blessing and wanted his family to join him. So he killed her mother and locked Lara up because he wanted her to join with him, but he couldn't bear he couldn't bear having her dead, but he wanted to raise his wife an undead. That's why he killed her. But it could never work because she was a priest, so she was so heavily imbued with the light she couldn't come back. That was just my excuse for it. So he couldn't kill Lara because he couldn't bring himself to do it because that was his daughter. She eventually found a warlock tome and summoned a Felguard to kill her father. So he died. No, he wasn't a Death Knight yet, but he was he was part of like the he was like the cult that was with the Wrath of the Lich King. I can't remember, the Twilight cult, I think it was. I don't know. It was whoever was with them that would like worship the Lich King, but they weren't undead yet. It was just the people who like he said Arthas promised them power, and they would get it if they followed him and stuff like that. That was what he was. But then Lara killed him, and then later on he got raised as a Death Knight, regardless. So that's what happened. He came back later in an RP thing because I actually wanted to bring him around. The problem that happened, though, was the DM that was in charge of it said, okay, Lara, I will take control of this character for you. I will have somebody else play him. You just tell that person what you want him to do, and we will have it so where he can be a villain, and we can do a story plot for him. I trusted these people. I trusted them. I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds totally fine to me. What proceeded to happen, though, was when I played him, and I had him go to events, people infantilized him heavily because he was a blood elf male. So they made the jokes with him saying like, they were like, oh yeah, pretty boy over here, la 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 la. Like no one took him seriously. And I understand that you can bullshit with a villain, like try being funny and stuff like that. But he was a serious threat and I wanted him to be treated as such. But no one treated him as such.
Because he was pretty, no one treated. God damn it.
Yep.
We circled back around to the Lalafell rant. Guys, could you fucking not?
It happens all the time, bro. So yeah, he got infantilized heavily. And also at the time of that event happening, there was somebody who was like a major god modder, so that also did not help my case. I remember that RP too. That was fucking annoying. But he got infantilized really heavily. And so then when stuff kept happening with him, eventually at some point, Lara got kidnapped and actually got almost converted into a Death Knight. She basically had her like soul kind of wrenched from her, where she was kind of in between life and death, but she was basically like a zombie essentially. The problem that happened though was RP froze after that, and I lost access to 2 of my characters because they were locked in RP story and I couldn't play them because Lara was taken and Kathos was part of the story. So it messed with some RP relationships heavily. It was really fucking bad. But it was just because the DM at the time was an asshole. He came out as very problematic later. That's something else entirely.
That's why, like, I've made it a rule that if there's ever a character I'm excited for, I'm waiting for the day I have a person I can trust with. Because, like, I do have a character I really want to play in a tabletop RPG. As far as fantasy goes, because, like, you know how, like D&D, mainly it was a D&D inspired character because I was still on that 5e kick at the time. You know how there's the Warlock Pact of the Genie?
Yes.
I have a Warlock Pact of the Genie. I've never gotten to roleplay, and I want to roleplay him dearly, but I want to make sure that's a campaign that runs for a long while. Because what it is he's an Air Genasi, and the genie that he has as the genie that's giving him his power. As you know, with Genasi, they typically it's a human mating with an elemental. And the plot line that I had for him was that he was an Air Genasi raised by a human mother, and, like, she mentioned how his father was, like, this great treasure hunter and a great explorer, and that they fell in love at first sight and they stayed together. But one day he just got up and left and went back on his life of treasure hunting and never came home and stuff like that. And, like, mom never would talk bad about him, just forlorn and missing him. And Tazid got it in his head that he wants to go out and find his father. So when he finally became of age, you know, waved goodbye to his mom and went out to go and finally, you know, be a treasure hunter like his father, but more importantly, hoping that becoming a treasure hunter, he would end up bumping shoulders with him. He gets jumped by bandits and is getting beaten the shit out of, but something he held on to was one piece of treasure that his father left behind, a lamp. And while holding on to the lamp, getting beaten to death, he's like, man, I wish my dad was here. Lo and behold, his dad is a genie, shows up, snaps his fingers, saves his son, and goes, here, my son, let me give you a portion of my power. You're gonna go out treasure hunting for me. Now, his father, I'd talk to the DM about this and be like, his father's actually kind of a piece of shit because genies are assholes. And he's just using his son as another kind of, like, pawn to go out and get treasure for him. But Tazid doesn't know that yet. Tazid's just happy to have found his father. And that's where I want his story to start in a campaign of just, he's wherever this campaign starts because he's there searching for treasure for his father, but then gets looped in with the party and hopefully that party and the quests he'll go on will help teach him, no, he doesn't need to be like his father. He can be his own fucking man, that his father's actually a piece of shit. But I need to find someone I can trust with that story, because that one's a very...
I feel that.
Poignant one. And that one could get instantly derailed, and also, it's very hard not to fucking Aladdin trope the fuck out of that story, because it's all right there.
Yeah, I get you. But, you know, I completely understand that. That's why I was, like, really upset about that, because it was people I trusted, or I thought I did. It was only one of them, though. The other guy who, like, who I wanted him to play the character, like, if, like, because there were scenes where, like, if Kathos had to be there, somebody else had to play him if Lara was there as well, because I would play Lara and he would play Kathos. The other dude played him fantastic. It was the DM who pissed me off, because he kept, like, delaying story. I lost access to my character for weeks. It was a mess.
Christ.
So, yeah, if I had to delete a character, it would be Kathos. I would have to just redo him entirely, I think. But at the point in time, I would absolutely redo him, because eventually my friend Shala, he a sweetheart as he is, we took Kathos back and actually had a proper ending to his story, and it made me very happy. Because even though he was an asshole of a dad and wanted so much, in all, the reason he did it was because he wanted something better for his family, but he did it in the wrong way. And eventually he was put down by somebody who said, I understand the feeling of wanting to do something good for your family, but I would never harm them to get that done. And he finally saw that as he passed on. He was like, man, I really did mess up, didn't I? And he passed away realizing, like, oh man, I'll never be able to, like, I realized what I did wrong, but it doesn't mean he had a happy ending. He still died.
Christ.
Mm-hmm. It was sad, emotional, but man.
Can I give you an example? Just to kind of go back, because remember how I mentioned I have two examples? Can I give an example of the flip end of that? The campaign I want to go back and redo, but I want to find a group that I can trust with it, and until then, I want to delete it.
Yeah.
I have this world. It's my favorite fantasy world I've ever written. It's named Kalundra, and I've tried to run 2 campaigns in it, and both failed, and I'm so fucking mad because it is
So sad.
it's been a world that I've been writing since I was 14.
Damn.
Like, everyone has their Blorbo. Like, even more than the original OC that inspired Varendell, Kalundra is my Blorbo. If I ever, like, my dream campaign would be running a fantasy campaign set in Kalundra, because it's such a fucking fascinating world. And, like, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. World Anvil. I need to see if I can log. Can I log into my World Anvil real quick? Oh no. Forgot password. Hold on.
No.
Hold on. Let's see how quickly it takes you to reset my password. Click button. New password. Hacker voice. Alright, there we go. Boom, I'm in. I'm in.
Hell yeah.
And like, I was in the process of redoing all the pins, for it, but like, here's the interactive map. I'll send it to you and then I'll pull it up for chat. But like, this world, this is my
it says-
Blorbo.
I don't have access to it, so I'll just have to look at it when you have on screen.
Hold on, let me stream it on
It's-
your, stream it to Discord
is
so that you're not getting the delay.
Yeah.
There you go. Like, this is my Blorbo.
Ooh.
God, I fucking love this world, and the amount of stories I've told with it. Funny enough, the 2 campaigns I attempted to tell, well, 2.5, because I had a West March that took place here. The first campaign was all on this island, and we almost finished, and we never did. And then the second campaign, started here, and they just took a long fucking trek, and they made it about this far before we had to end the campaign due to one reason. But like, and this longer trek right here was like 2 years. But we never got to finish the fucking campaign. I'm still hurt about that, because I love this world, because it's so fucking... I'm not gonna give you the whole lore dump of, hey, Lara, here's my entire world and the lore dump of it. But a lot of it is inspired by just a lot of older JRPGs and, like, bullshit like Final Fantasy and Golden Sun, stuff like that. Because, like...
Yeah.
And a little bit of Dota, because the idea is that the gods are not, like, oh, the god of an idea, but more of the god of an element. So, like, you have your water god, your fire god, stuff like that. But eventually all of them kind of went to war, and the god of the arcane was like, alright, we need to fucking stop this, and sealed all of them physically within the world. And then he's still the only god that's around and, like, actively out doing things, and people have seen him, like, you can see him. The players ran into him twice. He kind of was just in the area, and they're like, we need to leave, things are gonna explode. But his main duty is to just be the jailer for the rest of the gods, but all the gods, due to their immense power, still influence all of the beings on the planet outside of their jail, and it's really, really nice and neat, and it's got weird sci-fi elements into it, and I want to tell its story. But I've had
I can see
2
why.
campaigns. I think one of my favorite moments I still have to this moment is the group, again, very Final Fantasy-esque, had spent the entire time thinking that the players thought that these gods were like, a lot of their feats were like allegories, right? And keep in mind, they were, the highest piece of technology that they had at the time was like a push cart with a horse on it, and it was neat, and like a gun. And then they walk down to this tunnel, and they're like, "Huh, what's this weird crystal?" And they touched it, and they upload themselves to like a cybernetic mainframe.
Ooh, that's
And they're just talking to the cybernetic mainframe, and like they actually activate like a robot security, and so it quickly becomes D&D, but they're dealing with like actual just like cybernetic robots. It's neat, and I want to tell that story, but I can't right now because I need to find a group that wants to commit that long to that big of a story.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna I'm gonna give credit's due. That is hard. Because doing such a long campaign, you know, as someone that plays tabletop RPGs, you know this. Doing such a long campaign's a nightmare to schedule, and at the very least. And like the headache that trying to just get folks to show up for that, and you want them to do that for like 2 years straight. It's difficult, so I get it.
Definitely.
On that note, Laura, we've been live for about almost 4 hours now. We're at my normal wrap-up time. I think we made it to the end, homie.
We did it! Yay!
I high-five you. Yeah.
Yippee!
So, I know I say this every time we hang out, but homie, it's fucking great to hang out with you, and I thank you for coming on in and for shooting the shit with me and doing all this. Seriously, I can't thank you enough for being one of the most wonderful people I've gotten to interact with. And I don't say that just to blow smoke up your ass. I say that legitimately. You're one of the most wonderful people I've gotten to ever do any of this shit with.
Hee, thank you. I'm glad. It's also been a pleasure just getting to hang out. It's a wonderful time as always.
Mm-hmm. And chat, I thank y'all for coming on in and hanging out too. I appreciate you sticking around, and if you're not following Laura, what the fuck, go follow Laura. On that note, I'm gonna raid y'all on out, and I know exactly where I'm raiding, but before I do... Laura!
Yeah.
What you got coming up?
So, I'm gonna be raiding this Sunday. Not raiding. Fuck, man. Alright.
I hug you.
Guys. I'm gonna be streaming on Sunday with Cassie and Kat, my two best friends, and I'm gonna be playing my first. I guess I'm gonna be completely blind, so I guess it is a true playthrough of Wind Waker. So if people are interested for that, to come by and see that. And then I will probably not be streaming the rest of August until the 17th for my 2.0 debut.
Hell yeah!
That's going to be on August 17th. And I'm going to be revealing a lot of stuff. I'm doing a complete overhaul of my channel.
Chat, go follow Laura. Be there. I've gotten some sneak peeks at the stuff over the years. You guys don't understand. She's been, like...
I've been working on this for about 1.5 years, I'd say.
Laura's insane with the amount of stuff that she's just been stockpiling for this.
If you guys want an idea of how much I have stockpiled, I have 4 models.
I'm trying to think if I know all 4.
2 2Ds and 2 3Ds.
I know the 2 2Ds. I remember one of the 3Ds.
I have a lot.
I know you showed me the other one, but it's been a hot moment since I've seen it. And chat, as for yours truly, I'll be back here tomorrow with more XCOM. What about the 4D model? Satirical Explode.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, you're so right. I fucked up, dude. Oh, it's over. It's canceled. I haven't got that yet, bro. I just die.
You don't need a 4D model.
No, they're right. I need a 4D model.
I shake you. Anyway, chat, we're going on over. We're gonna go say hi to Coach. Coach is streaming Alan Wake, and as you know, I'm very gay for Alan Wake, so we're going on over there. Our raid message is the choir sings. If you have access to my emotes, feel free to use them. If not, feel free to substitute them with your own. Just let Coach know, send you on over. Ladies, gentlemen, everyone else in between or otherwise, I hope you all have a wonderful night. Laura, say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye!
I want to let you know I actively punched my headphones off. That was... Chat, however loud that was for you, louder for me. Holy fuck. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Later, folks. Bye-bye.
More holes.
Fuck you.